has like they want to ask any questions or anything.
Spiderman.
I'll pay a lot of attention to the chat. Oh shit. Wait, so how's y'all's nights going, man? Dirk Griggy out here saying, talking about Spider. That's what inspired me to talk about this. Dirk was your video, bro. He said, he said it's just another Spider-Man game. Blasphemous. No.
If you watch the video, I said it looks good, but I'm more hyped for God of War.
I know what you mean because we've had countless Spider-Man games. None of them have ever really, in my opinion, done them justice. There's been a couple okay ones.
Right.
I used to like the PS1. Folks that won't call it PS1 back in the day.
It was called Spider-Man.
Was it? It was good as fuck.
It was called Spider-Man. Yeah.
I played one on PS2 one time. It was like open world city. I forget what it was called. It might have been called Spider-Man 2, but it was good as fuck.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man 2 game that was the one that was based on the actual sequel of the original movies that came out there.
That's like early 2000s. Good, right?
Yeah. That one there was the best Spider-Man guy.
What's going on, Predator? Savage, how are y'all, man? This is a random stream, man. I was recording the video. I got weather issues and shit. I can't finish the video, so just talk about some random shit, man. Answer any questions. I'm also gonna put the link in the fucking chat, man. So if anybody wants to come in here and say whatever, more than welcome. But yeah, man, I understand what you're saying, Dirt. It's God of War looks fucking amazing. Something we haven't seen before from the series. And Spider-Man, how it does look good, but it looks like almost. I know what you're saying, like kind of like I've been there before, right?
Yeah, it looks like you said, it looks great, but just I'm definitely going to get it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, that's day one for me too. I'm a Spider-Man fan, bro.
Yeah, Spider-Man does look pretty mint, dude. I was mainly like when they first showed it off at E3 in 2016. I think it was 2016. Yeah, it was 2016, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
2016.
Anyways, I was mainly concerned about how the maneuverability around the city. You know what I mean? Because like I said, back in Spider-Man 2, when I played that bitch on the GameCube, dude, like I was floored on how good, just zooming around the city. You know what I mean? Like just flying around and shit.
That's the funnest part.
Now this one here, I can rest easy now because I saw some gameplay there that was put up there. I think it was yesterday or a GIF or something like that, where it showed like how you're going to be able to freely just move around the city, but at the same time, like Spider-Man interacts with like certain objects you come across. Like if you gliding up against an actual wall or something like that, he's going to run across the wall. You know what I mean? I like that kind of shit like that. But I just hope to God, there's not going to be too many moments of quick time events because I noticed that in the reveal trailer last year at E3. But I think that's mainly for like mission based stuff. I think is when you're
going to see. I actually talked about that Fate a while ago in a video. I was talking about remember that gameplay we saw? I think it was last year. We saw that longer gameplay where he's fighting helicopter and shit.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of QTE, and I was like, I hope that's just those cinematic scenes and not the rest of the game. But we'll see. I think it'll be all right. I hope it goes as in depth as the previous ones do, as far as like the countless moves you can do with your web shooter, and you can unlock multiple outfits. Like I think the last one I played, it was like 30 fucking outfits. Right. So.
That would be nice if they do add some outfits, man. But we haven't seen anything alluding to that. But that might just be, filler. So
yeah, I haven't shown too much, but like I said, it's going to look amazing for like graphically, which isn't the most important part, but it's going to look amazing. It's a Spider-Man game, like Dirt said, man. So the gameplay, I think we kind of know what to expect from the gameplay. It's going to be fast paced, probably a Batman Arkham style kind of combat.
Right.
But check it out. Anyway, like I said, I really have nothing to talk about here. Like I said, I ain't got like a pen and paper, no topics lined up. Just random ass stream, guys. If you guys are in the chat, random ass stream. Just I'm a little pissed off at the moment. Tower, you told that in a second. I'm a little pissed off over here. Fucking goddamn Pennsylvania weather. You guys don't understand, man. I'm 3 hours into this fucking video because like there's a lot of editing in this shit. My green screen, my music, and everything else. Fuck Detroit. Green screen. It's always raining in Detroit, bro, even if it's not. But like the video, man, a lot of green screen and the music and the clips of that, and it's just taking fucking forever. And then I was like, I'm gonna get this shit done by midnight. That way I can release it in the morning. And nope, it's fucking thunder like a bitch here. So it's so loud. Like I said, for some reason, Hangouts though, the mic doesn't pick up any other sound except for what directly in front of it. I gotta get some new recording software, I guess. But I don't know. But yeah, so this tower shit. Anybody in the chat familiar at all with Dynasty Warriors 9? That's a game I spoke on a while ago. I'm actually a Dynasty Warriors fan, but the fact that this one is
we heard that thunder.
Yeah,
or was that dirt around shit?
I don't know, you might have heard it, I don't know. But I hear dirt moving shit. But Dynasty Warriors 9, though, man, I'm a big fan of that series, man. But this recent one here, once I learned they had no co-op at all, I didn't touch it. I opted not to buy it at all because that was the whole reason I was going to get it. The whole reason I played it because me and my brother used to play co-op and just fuck up armies of people, just have fun. But go ahead and say what you want to say about it, Fatal. Since you have
towers, man, fucking towers, bro.
So how's that work though? Because it never used to
it unlocks a big chunk of the map, but it also shows like where like resource nodes are. It also shows where like bases are that you can go and invade or take over for yourself. It also shows like other different things on the map that you normally wouldn't be able to see without unlocking the tower. Then come to the realization that there's 131 of those fuckers in the map.
131.
131, yes, not just 31 or whatever you want to call it. There's 131 motherfucking towers.
Oh, Scorpio.
That's ridiculous, man.
What's up, bro?
Hey, man. Now we on air?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
I told you that. I was talking.
I'm sorry.
I was talking in the chat and shit. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What's going on, Noah? What's good with you, man? So it's the same exact formula. You climb the tower and it shows you parts of the map.
Yeah, it does like an aerial view where the camera spins around, kind of like what Assassin's Creed does.
Predator said he don't give a shit about that game. I know it.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't.
That game's not very popular, but it did break my heart, though, man. When I learned to have no multiplayer, I was like, "Fuck, god damn it."
But I will say this though, as far as like the common complaints that a lot of people have with this series, or at least with this iteration of the game, I actually am all for this game, only due to the fact that it definitely needs a lot of tweaks. I will agree with a lot of the things that Jim Sterling says, but I like this direction because it feels so different. And that series needed a fucking change.
Well, it's more open world, right? It's more.
Well, it's more open world. Yes. So you come to expect a lot of like the open world gimmicks that you see in a lot of games. I mean, as I said earlier, fucking towers. I've never thought I would ever actually say those two goddamn words, Dynasty Warriors and towers, but apparently now I fucking can.
Now how's the frame rate and shit though? Because I heard it's a little wonky.
I played it in both action mode and in movie mode. Movie mode is it looks better looking, but the performance takes a massive dive. Whereas right now, after a few updates, now mind you, I didn't play it at launch. I just got it there like 2 days ago. So the last update just came out. It does have slowdown moments from time to time, but nowhere near as bad as it was at launch, which is a good thing, thank God. But I mean, so far, I mean, I'm really fucking enjoying it so far. I mean, like there wasn't a single moment where like I'm walking around, I had nothing to do. Like there was always something that was around, because that's one of the things that I saw Jim Sterling complaining about, like how like the world was just so like empty and whatever you want to call it. And there are a few moments where like I was walking around for like maybe all of like 30 seconds and then boom, there was like an army just sitting there, like just trying to wait for like an ambush or whatever the case may be. So I went in.
That's the best part of, like, in my opinion, man. That's why I always like them games. I used to just like fucking up tons of people at once.
Yeah, you still get that here. That's the thing. Like I heard a lot of people complain, saying like, "Oh, there's not like big massive armies and stuff, dude." Man, like when I went in and did like the main mission portion of like the first chapter that I was on, like there were fucking massive amount of armies all over the place, and that was on the outside of the actual fucking fort that I had to go and invade. It was crazy, man. And I was like, I don't know, man. I think a lot of people just don't want the game to be different. They wanted to keep the same formula of like the linear, maps and whatever, which is fine. But I mean, there's a lot of people out there that actually do like it, but they like it now is because the fact that it drastically moved away from what you come to expect from the franchise.
All right, I'm fine with the direction. I just
co-op,
yeah, co-op. That's the only thing, man. Like I said, eventually I will buy it when it goes down in price a little bit.
Wait for it to go down like $30, then I'd say definitely pick it up.
If it had online co-op, bro, I'd have bought that shit day one. Like I was planning on, because me and my brother were gonna play that shit.
They were gonna have it there. I remember there was an interview when the game first got announced. They were like, it was in the checklist of things they wanted to add into the game, but for whatever reason they decided to opt out of it because I guess it just wasn't working properly. And like the frame rates were just like, well, the performance problems, which are kind of, they're still there, but nowhere near as bad. I would like to, I can see them patching that in at a later date. I'm hoping anyways, because like they did it once before. I think it was with the first fucking Warriors Orochi game that came out. Or I think, no, I think it was Warriors Orochi 2, I believe it was. That online was fucking terrible. Like fucking terrible. It was there, yes, but it was so badly implemented, dude. Like nobody ever fucking used it because of how badly it was implemented.
They could at least put fucking couch co-op in there, bro. That shit pissed me off to no end.
Well, the couch co-op, yeah, I would agree with you on that, but believe me, that game would take a massive fucking shit dive in the fucking frame rate department, dude.
How about
if it wasn't open world, it would.
Actually, the Pro can handle it. No, it's not optimized for
Pro. Hell, not even the X. Not even the X, dude. Man, like, I saw fucking a couple of videos about that shit. The X runs it like garbage too.
Yeah, I watched Digital Foundry. What's up, Scorpio?
Hey man, yeah, I'm okay.
What's going on, man? You're awake?
Yeah, I'm still awake. Yeah,
it's late as shit, right?
About 2:30. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I'm tired as fuck, man. It's 10 o'clock over here. Or 9:30 over here.
My bad, J-Wags. Actually, it turns out
what's up, 606?
They didn't do nothing to the Pro version or the X.
I heard ran a better resolution.
No. I'm reading here right now in this article I'm looking at right now. It says that fucking that there's absolutely nothing on the Pro version at all. Period. That supports this game. Period.
No one man should have all that power.
Right.
Like Dirt's get over getting mad. So let's talk about this. I think we were talking about Spider-Man, didn't we? Yeah.
We barely talked about it.
So when do you think it's coming out there, J-Wags? Because I'm sure you saw that image, right?
It said it's going to release date tomorrow from Game Informer of all things, but I think June.
I think June.
That's the rumor. Yeah, June.
I mean, it makes sense that it's going to release alongside the new Avengers movie.
Either way, it's going to be a day one perchy.
Oh yeah, I'll buy day one. Yeah, but that's because they got Detroit 2 Become Human come out in May, so I doubt they're going to release it in the same month. No. June or July, I would say. Probably June. I think you're right. Probably June.
July being E3 months? Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it's definitely day one though. What's going on 696? But fuck man, I'm pissed off. You guys probably tell I'm a little angry. Not anything video game wise, just that I'm trying to fucking finish this. Fucking power went out for a little bit. I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, I'm in a storm here too, bro.
Fucking East Coast, bro. East Coast. But I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about. Other things on my mind here. Did you guys know that No Man's Sky is fucking $60 on PlayStation?
$50
on the Xbox.
60.
It's 60 on the PlayStation still?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, still on the PlayStation? Get out.
Hold on, let me see on my end. I know it's gonna be Canadian, but I'll be able to tell if it is $50 or not. I can tell by the price of it.
I saw that shit last night, bro. It blew my mind.
Yeah, I'm not surprised given the fact that this game has really dropped down in price outside from going on sale.
Fucking $20 used at GameStop.
Although I won't be able to see the fucking price because I'm not fucking. I already own it, so fucking.
It's 60 bones on PSN store, man. I checked it last night.
Definitely worth that price now.
Fuck that game.
Fuck you, Fatal.
Man, well, no, I'm being serious.
Hey, it ain't worth that price.
Yes, it is.
It's worth $10.
No, you're fucking smoking crack, dude.
I love. Hey, what's going on? Help you. He said, I love No Man's Sky. I love J-Ware's content too. Don't hate me. Hey, man, no hate, bro. But I'll tell you what, you're gonna hate the video I'm making though. Hold that on number 7. Come out tomorrow. Hopefully. I shit all over No Man's Sky. So.
Oh yeah.
Of course you're gonna shit over No Man's Sky, saying the same shit everybody else fucking said.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
That game, dude.
You know what?
I loved how pissed off you got when I told you it was my 2016 game of the year.
Don't make me show that video, Fatal. The video of the E3 2014 trailer they showed, and then the 2016 reveal. You know what I'm talking about? Like that guy has he has a Jurassic Park music playing.
Yeah.
And then he goes to a little T-Rex and it's a fucking playing all fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that video.
That Jurassic Park shit?
Yeah, that shit's so funny.
I remember that video, dude.
That's my video one time.
Perfect.
Although it's funny, though. It's funny because it's funny, too, as well, because a lot of people thought that, like, dinosaurs didn't look like that at launch. But then, like, fucking a lot of people, like, I think it was, like, 2 days after the game launched, people were already posting pictures of the exact same dinosaur they saw in the fucking trailer, too. So I was laughing at that when everybody made a big fucking hoot and holler about that. But hey, hey, I'm not generally surprised given the fact that you got some. Yeah, I mean, it is, but I mean, everything is procedurally generated, so you're not going to see fucking what you saw in the trailer immediately.
Nobody's ever seen it.
Actually, a lot of people have.
not that planet.
No, not from that formal design, the way they showed it off, but fucking, I'm talking about like as far as the actual creature itself. Like people have already found it. They found it 2 days after launch.
No one's seen those big ass long necks they had running around there. That beautiful ass planet.
Well, depending on the planet, yeah. But I mean, still no. But you're talking about the creature itself, like the big ass brachiosaurus looking motherfucker, dude. Yeah.
There's nothing that has come close to that footage.
Are you sure?
In that game. I looked around today for about an hour looking at videos and pictures. There's nothing that comes close to that trailer where fucking there was all these animals running around everywhere and fucking just all this crazy shit happening. No.
Well, no, yeah, but like the big ass rhino knocking down trees. No, that's not in the game. But as far as like the actual critters that they showed off in that trailer,
it's not in the game.
Yeah. No, it was there. But like I said, what do you expect from a procedurally generated game? Like, you're not going to see everything in like fucking in the first 20 hours. Hell, there's people at this very given day who have been. No, I'm not serious.
I'll talk about present now. We haven't seen that shit.
But a lot of the stuff that fucking was on that list, that's the thing. Like, see, that's what a lot of people don't want to admit to, right?
No. You tell me that they showed a trailer of procedural, whatever the fuck you said, generated content that people have never seen yet.
Procedurally generated planets.
Right. So they show footage of a planet no one's ever seen yet.
There's a lot of stuff that people still haven't seen yet in that game.
That's fucking dumb.
How is it dumb? I'm saying I'm telling you the truth, dude. There's a lot of things that people have.
They should have showed a bunch of shit that people are gonna fucking actually see.
What are you talking about? They did.
That's right, OBJ. You tell them.
They did show a lot of things that people didn't actually see. Hell, there's a lot of things that I haven't even seen in that game. Why do you fucking think I still play the goddamn thing?
That shit's garbage, bro.
Hey, man. Don't knock
I respect your opinion on it, man, but it's principle for me. Fuck them.
Clearly you don't.
It's principle for me, man. Like I do blatantly lie.
It's one of the most misunderstood games of 2016, dude.
Misunderstood. That dude blatantly lied about everything.
Yeah, well, 90% of that stuff is now in the game, so who the fuck cares? Move on. See, hey, look on the bright side, though.
No, it's a year and a half later. 90% of stuff's still in the game.
No, it was a year later. It was a year. Like, I can do the same comparisons with Destiny.
Aren't they updating it again?
No, it was a year. It was a year. 1.3 came out a year after launch.
The same thing. They're announcing something soon, and they're going to include multiplayer.
Yeah. That's the multiplayer portion. But again, you were never promised full-on multiplayer though in the actual launch. You were only fucking promised.
You were promised a bunch of other shit. Never came.
No. That's what I'm saying. But to see what a lot of dumb motherfuckers in this community did is that they sat there and they actually were thinking that this game was going to have a legit full-fledged multiplayer game at the beginning of the launch, and that was never promised.
Yeah,
in fact, no. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is that a lot of moronic, dumb motherfuckers that don't pay attention to anything, they sat there and they legitimately thought that they were supposed to be expecting some fucking full-on co-op fucking bullshit experience, which was never actually once touted. And in fact, I can even show you a fucking video form where he does talk about adding full-fledged multiplayer at a later date after the game comes out. And that was way back then during a 2014 interview, way before the infamous fucking Game Informer interview, mind you, where he actually did actually come out and make that formal statement about full-fledged multiplayer launch later on as the game came out. See, it's amazing when people pay attention to shit. It really is. It really is.
It doesn't erase the fact that they lied about so much.
No. I'm not denying that. And they did. They absolutely did. But I can say the same thing about Bungie 2 as well when they fucking launched Destiny 2 as well. They lied about a bunch of shit.
Yeah, fuck Bungie as well.
But look what happened. But look what happened to the end results of that. Nobody said a fucking word. Nobody gave two shits.
See, I did.
Well, you did. I'm talking about the majority of people compared to what No Man's Sky got treated. Yeah, minus the fact that one thing I will say this. No Man's Sky definitely deserved the hatred that it got because it was definitely lied more to their consumer base wise. Fucking compared to what Destiny did. But see what No Man's Sky did properly compared to what fucking bitch ass Destiny did. Destiny charged you for DLC for that content. No Man's Sky doesn't do that shit. So therefore, despite the fact that both games they were both lied to, the Destiny community didn't say jack diddly fucking shit towards Bungie, which you would think that they would actually hold a higher AAA studio to a higher standard, but they decided not to. But yet they had no problem shitting on a fucking 13-man team, but yet not even fully understanding as to why the game launched the way that it did.
To be fair, there was a good amount of content released though.
I will agree with you on that, but still, a lie is a fucking lie.
No matter which way you're right. It doesn't erase a lie, but there's certain levels, there's certain tiers of lies.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But still, Bungie still fucking took out content
up,
and
DJ?
sold it at a later date, which
up,
to me is
bro?
fucking way worse than what Hello Games did. Because you paid for that content that should have been there.
Go ahead, Dirt.
So we talked about Spider-Man for like 2 minutes, but we're talking about
No Man's Sky for a half hour.
and like No Man's Sky. What the fuck, dude?
Go
back to Spider-Man.
I like this.
Talk about Spider-Man.
I like this controversial shit. I like fuck with Fate a little bit, but we go back to Spider-Man. No, we want to say about it because there's really we don't know too much about
it. I do have a concern for Spider-Man though. There is one concern that I do have for Spider-Man. Like, how many enemies are going to be in this game outside from what we've seen so far? Like, is it going to be like famous characters from like the Spider-Man universe, or is it just going to be based on one specific group of fucking enemies?
I mean, I imagine you're going to see like Green Goblin and Venom and.
I really hope so, man. I really hope so.
Doc Ock and all that shit. I would think so, but
all right.
Craig Harris, the links in the chat, bro. I'll post it again.
Because I mean, even Spider-Man 2, when that shit came out on the GameCube, man, which is based on the movie, added characters that weren't even in the fucking movie.
Craig Harris said you have Spidey info.
You have Spidey info?
Yeah, Spidey info. You got Spidey senses.
I don't know. I just hope to God, because if that character
is going to be in it as well. The Miles Morales and Spider-Man.
So that's the.
No, but I'm sure. I think we saw you're gonna have of course your generic thugs but we haven't seen any like main characters yet, so who knows? But
that's the only issue that I'm a little bit worried about. No, don't get me wrong, I'm still buying the game regardless because it's fucking Spider-Man. The game looks amazing in its own right. But if Venom is not going to be in there or fucking other big name characters that people want to see in the Spider-Man universe, that game's going to be shallow as fuck.
Hey, hold on 1 second, Tato. 86996. Yeah, I mean it's probably not the best idea to put it in the chat, but like I said, if someone comes in and says some crazy shit, I'll laugh and then I'll just boot them.
I'll laugh and just boot them.
Yeah, like there's nothing they can do. Like they can't like hack my computer or some shit like that. So I'm not that worried about it. But hey, that link is there though. If any of you guys want to, I don't see people do this very often, but 6, I never heard you speak before. Help you if you guys want to hop in here. If you got a mic, whatever, you come on in. You want to talk, give your opinion about this shit. More than welcome. Hop on. See what you guys got to say.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play any of the other Spider-Man games like Edge of Time and stuff like that?
I played all of them over the years, bro. I played them all the way back to the Super Nintendo and Genesis.
The Messiah of Xbox is gracious with his presence. What's going on, bro?
How are you? How are you doing, my son? Thank you for the
invite. No problem. So what's the info, Craig? You got the insider scoop?
Spider-Man, you just right now you're just going to see Kingpin. Sony has a back door so that Marvel can put some more characters in there if the game hits a certain benchmark of sales. So there's a chance to see somebody like a Daredevil, a Luke Cage, possibly.
Ooh,
it's
nice.
there. It is there.
I'd like to see Luke Cage.
Yeah, you could possibly see that. There was because you can look at some of the Spider-Man. I think Daredevil teamed up once or twice. So in the comics, so something like that. But I believe you're gonna Kingpin has been, I believe, confirmed. And now, does that mean he's a good guy or bad guy? Don't know, because he likes to play both sides. Mr. Negative, Metahuman, he's been confirmed. This is no spoiler. Miles Morales is in the game. Don't know if he's playable or not. Hopefully, we find out tomorrow. So, because I already asked that question, I actually Insomniac game. So, but yeah, it's a huge announcement. I'm shocked. I didn't think we'd get it to the fall.
OBJ trash. Hey, Noah, we got one of the broadband bullies. Noah Osborne, what's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? What's up, man? Getting off of work. Happy to be here in this podcast, bro.
Did you pop a beer yet, or you still haven't been in the fridge yet?
Oh, I made it to the fridge yet, man.
Nah, man, like I said, I wasn't playing on stream at night, man, but I was recording a video and fucking storming out here, so my audio isn't gonna be right, so I just paused it and just I want to talk about some shit. We're still with the podcast Friday, but just want to talk about Spider-Man and some other shit. and Craig Harris has the inside scoop. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man, man. That's one of my most anticipated games of the year.
I love the Spider-Man series, man. My concern is we haven't really seen any story element to this game yet. I think the gameplay, now they might do it right, but the gameplay could get a little repetitive. And they normally do in Spider-Man games, but the story might carry it. So I don't know.
I never found the combat very competitive. I mean, yeah, eventually start hitting the same combos and whatnot, but they usually have a lot of upgradable, moves you can do with your web shooters and kicks and different outfits you can buy and shit like that. So
yeah,
I don't know if you're competitive. I could swing through the city all day.
Is it? And it's not open world, is it? It's a linear.
Is it?
It's open.
It's open world.
Supposed to be open world, but again, we're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out a lot more in just a few more hours. Just a few more hours. But my understanding is it's open world. That's my understanding, and because that was something that Sony just would not. They didn't want it to be linear. Now that doesn't mean that it won't have a linear experience part of it, but my understanding is that it's open world and that it's devastatingly gorgeous, is what I've been told. Not just gorgeous, devastatingly gorgeous.
Well, I'm glad to have the proof.
I saw some weird
playing it the best way possible.
Some weird shit about you guys. I just saw Sick Humor TV's. He's gone live and it says Roundtable Podcast.
Yeah, I think he's just rehosting now. What's his name?
Oh, he's hosting Thrashes. Oh, he's rehosting Thrashes. Okay, I got you. Yeah,
I told people on Twitter that's not people. What's happening? I had to work today. I pulled a hard 12, and when I got home and just saw the outright moisture, people in their feelings on this Twitter thing, I just don't understand it. So, and I was like, these storms moving through ain't storms. That is the outright tears for these Xbots that are just bitching. Did you see the tweet that Insomniac?
About what?
Did you see that tweet? Somebody tweeted Insomniac Games and they said that, something like, I'm paraphrasing, like, it looks like it's been downgraded and it doesn't look the gameplay the same.
Was that a confirmed Xbox guy or that was just a guy? I don't know. Was that a confirmed Xbox guy?
I mean, he's probably if he's saying that.
Who else would tweet that?
You'd say
moist. It's somebody being moist and just you get it over it. They got to get over it. It ain't happening. This is a Sony first party IP. So
I thought you were talking about that. Somebody tweeted something about Sony so fucked up for this for making Spider-Man exclusive and keeping it from everybody else. Did you see that one?
It's a first
I hope there's somebody tweet some stupid shit like that.
Yeah. The last time I looked, Sony owns the rights to the Spider-Man character. They own the physical rights, the entire everything with Spider-Man. So it doesn't matter if it's Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, Venom, that is Sony. So it doesn't matter who it is. So now they're in a shared relationship with Disney that owns Marvel. So right now that is a working relationship. So why do you think Microsoft is trying to work with Disney? Okay, they're trying to open up a lane to Disney. So, and it's just, I do. Now, let me just be honest. Forget all the fanboy bullshit. Spider-Man is the most popular superhero in the world. So I understand why people are upset that it's only on this platform. I get it because he's the most popular superhero.
You think he's more popular than Superman and Batman?
Yeah, I don't. He's in the top 5. Is he more popular than Superman and Batman? Really?
Give me fucking X-Men any day of the week, dude, man. I'll be fucking more than happy to play X-Men.
I hate to tell you all this, but Spider-Man sells more apparel and toys.
Well, yeah, we understand that, but I'm saying
that's your opinion, dude.
But who doesn't know Superman?
You can look that up. He sells more combined.
How the fuck you get this info? Spider-Man sells more merch. How the fuck you know what the hell?
Damn, you calm down there, Dirt.
Everybody knows that.
Oh man, stay away from the WikiLeaks, man. Fake news.
It's that's part of your opinion. We don't know for a fact. Listen. Spider-Man is definitely a very popular.
He's the most popular.
Spider-Man is definitely a popular superhero.
Guess who the most popular DC character is? Guess who the most popular DC character is?
Batman.
Batman, exactly. Why do you think DC makes everything Batman centric? Everything sells the most toys, sells the most
shit.
Well, you know,
man.
I will say there's only bit. Yeah,
I'm looking at. I'm on this website. I don't know if it's the end all be all. What's the 2013 article? But the most recent one I can find so far, Batman is number 1. At the time, Thor was 2, Superman, Iron Man, then the Avengers.
Nah,
then
Wolverine,
I think
Spider-Man
Who gives a fuck about Thor?
Oh no, I mean, well, you know, at the time, you know, this movie started, you know, popping off. So
I would say Spider-Man's top 3, but is he over Batman though?
He sells the most apparel, the most toys.
Man, you got some Spider-Man underwear on now, don't you?
He got the most video games. I know that for a fact. He got the most video games of any superhero.
Yeah, the one and another very popular, 2 very popular symbiotes is Venom and Maximum Carnage. They're very popular.
Venom is a better character than Spider-Man, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument. Yeah, very popular.
You said Venom is the most popular villain. Venom.
No. He said he's a better
Joker is more popular than both.
No. I just said Venom is better than Spider-Man.
And I can understand that. And that
Joker's the most popular villain, though, right?
Yeah, Joker would be the most popular. I would believe. I don't have any facts or data to support it, but I would think.
I always. But answer me this question.
Hey, Scorpio, what you think, Scorpio?
OBJ said, "Fuck all y'all. Spider-Man sells more."
Okay, answer me this question.
Just because he got Spider-Man socks and drawers doesn't make him Spider-Man.
Answer me this.
What you think, Scorpio? Hey, Scorpio, what you think, bro?
In terms of popularity, I agree. Like, he's probably one of the top popular characters. But as I say, like I prefer Scarlet Spider to Spider-Man.
What? Who?
Scarlet Spider. He's like the clone, like Ben Reilly. They had like a clone saga. They had Ben Reilly and then Kane.
We're looking at this like for the masses. Who's the most popular Spider-Man? Not like personal preference. Like who you think in the masses, the mass population is the most popular superhero?
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man was that popular. Why did the actual live-action movies suck?
Internationally, it is Spider-Man.
So why they suck?
But I'd say Superman was close afterwards.
I think Batman. I'll say both Batman and Superman top Spider-Man as far as popularity.
Hey,
man, fuck Superman, dude.
I hate Superman, but who doesn't
actually? Spider-Man's more popular.
Superman he's too overpowered.
Fuck how much they sell. That's my final word.
No, I agree with that. Everybody's gonna like. I mean, there's people out there that like Daredevil, Deadpool, and fucking Iron Man, whatever you want to call it. Me personally, I grew up with X-Men.
Nobody cared about Daredevil until the fucking Netflix series came out.
That is true. Daredevil had a small core group of fucking fanatics out there because there was a lot of great written graphic comic books.
Actually, let me end the conversation right now. I've got
share my screen. Let me share my
screen. And again, Comic Vine through GameSpot. Spider-Man is world's most profitable superhero, which makes him the most popular. Just like how the Dallas Cowboys are called America's team because they sell the most apparel. And this is what this is based on.
ppcorn.com or
but Spider-Man Spider-Man barely has any good movies under his belt.
Well, again, that's opinion.
Is it not opinion based there, Fatal?
Well, it can be, but I mean, think about it. Fucking the first 2 films, right, with Tobey Maguire were actually pretty goddamn good. Then the rigid piece of shit third one came out with that fucking douchebag from That 70s Show as fucking Eddie Brock, which made no fucking sense to me whatsoever. That was a terrible casting choice. Therefore, that movie sucked. The X-Men, I don't fucking know. Nor do I.
It's hard to gauge.
Compare to Black Panther and the Avengers and fucking all other shit too as well. I mean, yeah, man.
I'm trying to gauge your taste in movies because I know your taste in games. So I'm just listening to.
Why don't you suck my dick, all right, motherfucker, dude? Don't judge my taste in games because I'm willing to play better shit than you.
No, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say you like Green Lantern with Seth Rogen and shit.
Dude, what the fuck? No, bro. Dude, Batman is the only fucking. Okay, here's the thing, right?
He's Canadian, so I thought you were gonna.
Batman is the only DC character I fuck with. Superman is fucking overpowered as shit. I hate that fucking character. Everything about that character I despise.
Superman?
About fucking yeah.
What?
He's too fucking.
I don't like Superman either.
That's America's superhero.
No, he's too overpowered. At least Batman's more human-like. But the thing is, Batman to me,
he's a superhero. He's supposed to be fucking strong.
Fuck off. Fucking here's the thing.
He's overpowered. Like he said, Batman's more human.
See, okay, for me, when I was a kid, I grew up with like the original X-Men cartoon, which was the fucking tits. We all remember that amazing theme song. Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was also another excellent show. Also grew up in that time period when the Adventures of that Batman cartoon was out. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, here.
But here's the thing: if it's not Spider-Man, X-Men, or Batman or the Avengers, everything else is fucking meh. Nobody gives a fuck about those films.
See,
nobody cares.
For me, The Flash is my favorite.
Yeah, Flash. Yeah, it's cool.
They've been treating Flash fucked up though, bro. Everything he's in is horrible. Like I don't even like the Netflix series. To be honest with you.
You talking about the CW series?
Yeah,
CW. I don't like the
Netflix series. What the fuck?
I hate it. I hate it.
I love all the shows. I love Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow.
I hated the Flash in Justice League.
Justice League. I didn't like it.
I understand that, but here's the thing: he doesn't really have all that many weaknesses, though.
Who, Flash?
No, fucking Superman.
Oh, Superman.
Oh, two.
Yeah. Oh, he got magic. It's magic and
kryptonite and magic. That's amazing.
Yeah. So when he goes up against the majority of the people that are involved within his little realm or villains, whatever you want to call them, man, fucking. I don't.
Superman, I don't like Superman has gotten exponentially stronger throughout his
reboots and shit. Yeah.
Since he's been created.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn champion, bro.
when Superman started, he was just faster than a train, more powerful than more powerful than a speeding bullet. But now, man, he's like it's like a guy now. You know what I'm saying? He can do it. He can go back in time. He's faster than the Flash. You know what I'm saying? Radiation doesn't kill him. They just keep adding more and more stress to him. That's why I don't like Superman.
Radiation can kill him, but not from our sun because that was in a
OBJ. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but you're right. We're getting off topic. So, Jay Wags, are you excited for Spider-Man? When do you think it's going to come out, brother?
Well, I'll just say real quick, like OBJ at Dawn, he's tripping now. Is the Punisher's your favorite out of everybody?
No, Punisher's not bad. I don't mind Punisher.
He wouldn't survive in the ring.
Fucking Daredevil season 2 was fucking mint.
He wouldn't survive in the ring with hardly anybody though.
Mm-hmm.
He get fucked up like Conor McGregor, bro. He can't be a superhero, man.
Shit. OBJ's about to fucking snap on your ass, son. Shit.
He's just a Marine and shit. But anyway,
pretty good, yeah.
Spawn's
pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually wish they would do a Spawn, like a decent Spawn reboot.
They need to bring back Spawn, straight up. That character is so fucking badass. You guys
don't know they all do.
Wait, does DC
heard about that? Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Did DC get the rights to Spawn?
I don't know. Nah. But Spider-Man, I think we talked about this a little bit before you got here, Craig. We're thinking a June release date.
June, okay.
Alongside the movie, because when does Avengers come out?
The movie Avengers comes out.
May.
The new one.
17 May, days, bro. 17 days for me.
I will not be watching that shit.
When? April 20th?
I haven't seen any of the Avengers.
Yeah, I'll be screening it the 20th. We're under NDA until the 23rd, 24th.
Where's who from there, Gino? So where are you from? But there's 6 of us here, so I don't know who you're speaking to.
I'm not big with a whole lot of Marvel characters like Spider-Man. I don't mind him.
I'm so sorry to cut you off, Fatal. April 17th, that movie drops. Avengers.
The movie comes out April 27th.
What? I thought it was like next month.
Avengers.
Well, you guys go have fun watching that film.
Nope. It is April 27th.
Right, hold on.
They moved it up.
What? Yep. He's right.
What's the problem,
I don't care about the Avengers, dude. I'm not hating.
God damn it! You're gonna start a whole other thing here now. So
no. I don't. Okay. I'll put it this way. I don't fucking care about Iron Man. I don't care about any of the Avengers itself. I don't fuck with the. I don't care about the Avengers, dude. I don't hate them. I just don't care for them.
You don't like all the good shit for some reason. You love the.
Dude, X-Men and Spider-Man were the only 2 fucking comics in the Marvel universe that I actually fucked with when I was a kid. That was it. I didn't give a fuck about Thor. I didn't give a fuck about Iron Man. I didn't give a fuck about fucking any of those fucking characters in the Avengers, man. I don't fucking care.
You can't. You have to.
Why do you think I still haven't seen Black Panther yet?
Even if you don't like the heroes, the movies are great.
You more of a Justice League guy?
I haven't even watched any of the fucking. I haven't even watched any of the Captain America films. I haven't watched.
I
only watched. I watched the first Iron Man film, and I thought it was okay.
Hold on. I think it better. Like they build up. They.
No. And that's fine. But I don't care to watch the movie.
They fatal. So
I don't care about.
How did you like the Justice League?
I haven't even seen Justice League yet.
Well, don't you end up hitting that person?
I haven't even seen Wonder Woman yet.
What's your favorite superhero movie?
I don't really have one, to be honest. Well, actually, I would say probably the very, very first fucking X-Men film would be one of my personal favorites.
Okay, yeah, fuck that one.
That was good.
And the second one was decent, but the third one was trash. Third one was straight up fucking. I don't know what the fuck.
Hold on. So you haven't seen any of the Batman?
No, I haven't seen Black Panther yet.
OBJ's funny.
You haven't seen any of the Batman? None of the Batman trilogies? You haven't seen any of those movies?
Yeah, I've seen all the Tim Burton ones. The first two, Batman Returns. I've seen Batman Forever, which was mediocre.
Where's the trigger? I can't.
You haven't seen Batman? You haven't seen Batman Begins?
Yeah. Christopher Nolan movies. Oh yeah. Dark Knight was fucking incredible. Dark Knight Rises. I don't give a fuck about that one because I don't really care for how they portrayed Bane in that film. I didn't really fuck. To me personally, ending that trilogy with no. Nothing against fucking what's his name for fucking playing Bane. I just think that Christopher Nolan should not have chosen that as the finale villain. In my opinion, at least anyways.
This Al Gold
made Bane more popular.
It did make Bane more popular, yes, and I like the twist they put on that character for his version of Bane, which is okay. But Dark Knight, the Dark Knight was definitely my personal favorite.
Man, that was
fucking trilogy.
That was epic. With Joker.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I cannot say anything bad about fucking Joker, man. His Joker was fucking incredible.
Someone in the country. Okay, hold on. Someone in the chat saying the person. Hold on. He's saying someone in the chat saying a person with the country voice. Who the fuck sounds country?
Bang, maybe.
No, I'm talking about. He's saying one of y'all sound country.
Oh, us? Oh, shit. I don't know.
Maybe me.
Just say.
I live in the South. We all.
I'm in the South too, man. Hey.
Yeah, but
I'm in Georgia.
I would say
down here in Georgia. I don't know if this sound country to you, but
yeah, Craig Harris has the only like really. So anyway, fuck that. So original question though, Spider-Man. Anybody else want to talk about Spider-Man? Because now we're talking about Spider-Man. I wish you guys can be talking about this now. I do not like the Hulk in the Avengers. Never did.
What about in the Thor Ragnarok?
If it wasn't for the
no, I like the guy who plays the Hulk. I liked fucking American History X guy, Edward Norton.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you said that one, and not the original one that came out way back in the early 2000s.
No.
That movie was fucking atrocious. That was
horrible.
Yeah. You don't like Mark Ruffalo. You don't like Mark Ruffalo.
No, yeah, I like Mark Ruffalo. Yeah.
I mean, the Hulk.
I like
Hulk is mainly CGI anyway.
Before that, I don't like the Hulk. I think the Hulk looked the best in the one that I said his fucking name. Edward Norton played. I think they did the best job of portraying him.
Yeah,
I really like that movie as well. But I've liked the new one as well.
But that's just a side note. But you guys have any other gaming news going on? It's I got some stuff for Friday, but I really don't want to spoil everything.
Oh shit, what you got, man?
I got some some Xbox 2 news.
No, you don't.
But I'll be doing that tomorrow. So.
Motherfucker, why are you lying? Why are you lying there?
I'm not. I've got some Xbox 2 news.
Let's talk about it. Let's do a little PSA real quick. I'm gonna do a little PSA. I never knew. I picked up for $6 on Xbox. If you have never played Titanfall 2, the campaign, buy that shit, man.
I'm not buying that for $7.
I tell you what, it's the game.
Noah turned me on to that, man. That shit was fire, man.
No, not even $7. I ain't buying that garbage.
$6.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on.
The game is garbage. Have you played it?
Let me say something right quick.
Go ahead, Dirk.
Yo, OBJ, you see these guys? Fucking just revel up, dude. Goddamn.
Hey, Fado, listen.
No, I don't care for Titanfall. I don't care. I don't hate Titanfall. No, I was just fucking saying that to talk shit. No, I just don't.
Oh, okay.
The game plays more like Call of Duty.
It seemed like when Wags or somebody say something bad about No Man's Sky or Sea of Thieves, you get very defensive.
I do.
But all of the
because I know my shit.
Shit. I mean, it's your opinion. Majority say the game suck ass. But you know,
the majority of those people are fucking. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
But it's
come on, I gotta have fun.
What it feel like anything that majority likes, you like, fuck that game. Like fuck that game.
Even Rise Son of Rome on the Xbox right now is $7.50, and I'm still not buying that shit.
Man, you missing out, man. Hey, man, you are missing out. You got to get Rise and Titanfall.
I agree with the Rise.
I'm not really a big fan of
Rise.
Rise is trash, bro.
Rise was good.
Rise ain't worth $7, bro.
It's worth $7, but yeah.
Man,
I mean, I'm just gonna wait because eventually that shit will pop on Game Pass anyway. So fuck it.
I think Faye listed Avril Lavigne when he was in high school, didn't you?
Actually, no, I
didn't. Damn.
I don't know why I said that. So I was thinking about a Rebel. Anyway,
are you mentally challenged there, Jay?
I'm just all over the place tonight, man. Cool.
Motherfucker, I'd rather play Candy Crush than Titanfall.
Hey, let me say something real quick, Wax. Spider-Man, let me just say this because we still haven't talked about Spider-Man game that much. We talked about everything else. Spider-Man, it looks great to me, right? It looks great. I'm personally more hyped for God of War, but the Spider-Man looks great. What do you guys think the game length will be? I mean, it's an open world game, but Spider-Man can't be like 20 hours or 25 hours.
Well, I played the one for PS2, man. That shit it's so many missions and side missions and side missions. There's so much to do in that shit.
Yeah.
People save.
That's right. Yeah, most open world games are
things to collect. Yeah, there'll be a lot of shit to do there. There'll be a lot of hours of content there. Oh, cool. Plus, like I usually swing around the city for like 20 minutes, just fucking around, and doing all kind of other shit. Going on top of skyscrapers and looking over the city.
Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you this, Wax. Let me ask you this, Wax. Why is it when Sony drops some positive news, people like you and other people start bashing Xbox for some fucking reason?
Damn. Hey, you want to bring this up? Okay.
Hey, let me answer that for you, Wax. Let me answer that for you. Because Sony is a competitor, so Xbox has to meet the standard that Sony is setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I like to use the McDonald's and Burger King, you know what I'm saying? If Burger King got shakes and salads and burgers and chicken sandwiches, and all McDonald's got is burger, you know what I'm saying? As much as you might be a fan of McDonald's, but at some point you have to stop and say, damn, man, I might need to go over here to Burger King to get me a milkshake.
Hey, bro.
Milkshakes, man.
Let me tell you something.
Let me address it real quick here. Hold on. Because I know you're talking about. You're talking about that tweet I posted, right? Because the same day that they announced, Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man's getting a release date, I said, Xbox announced his fucking Black Flag backwards combat.
But we knew Spider-Man was coming, though. That's why we knew Spider-Man was coming this year.
We know it's coming this soon.
They announced the release date.
Okay,
or tomorrow, or they're going to announce.
Wait, they're going to announce on Xbox?
What?
Huh?
What?
Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and something else.
Who the fuck is the fucking?
Oh yeah, that was bullshit. Yeah, that was bullshit. No, but I don't understand.
They posted that dirt like it was like a half hour after the Spider-Man news. So
that's just coincidence, dude.
No,
that's just a coincidence.
They all the time. When last time here is when they announced Sony announced the release date for Detroit Become Human, and like it was very shortly after that they posted something about the Duke controller.
Hey, you know why? Because they ain't got no games to post. So fuck it. What do you want?
Damn.
No, but I understand your point though. There, like we knew it was coming, but it just makes people like look at it again and go, God damn, bro! Sony's dropping all this news, these games, all this other shit, and then you got Xbox like, Assassin's Creed Black Flags on backwards combat.
That was a good game. I mean, that's one of the better Assassin's Creeds. If you haven't played it, it's a good game.
Who the fuck is going back and playing Black Flag?
But listen, that shit is old. I get it. But it just seemed like
I heard you I listened to you earlier today on I forget what podcast it was, but you guys were talking about it, and back like I ain't got time to go back and play all these old games. I barely have enough time to play the new games.
Yeah, this motherfucker's sitting there playing Mass Effect 3.
Exactly.
If you haven't played it,
you know, even if you haven't played it, you're not gonna go back. Oh, let me try out Black Flag when Horses is out and shit. I
think the biggest thing too, man, is we know what's coming for the next couple of years from Sony, man. We have no idea what we're getting after Crackdown from Xbox.
We know that. We talked about this shit. Microsoft is fucked up right now. Microsoft is fucked up right now. Like, as a fan, I can sit here and say that Microsoft is fucked up right now, right? We don't know what's coming. We don't know. But I'm saying we don't know what's coming. Sony is killing it right now. So we just continue to constantly bash them while they down. So the shit is starting to get like, fuck it, man.
Wow, I see those videos and shit. Hey, I think your topic real quick, Craig.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Shout out to who?
I said, shout out to K Mega. He said that Crackdown 3 is going to come out in June. That's what he said today. He tweeted it.
Oh, I thought you said shout out like he was in here and show. I was gonna boom the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, Microsoft. What is this?
K Mega. Big shout out to him. He tweeted out some breaking news that Crackdown 3 is coming out.
That was a rumor because it was
no shout out to K Mega this podcast, Craig.
Oh,
okay. Leaked something.
Okay. Okay. Microsoft is smoking some crack on this shit.
Microsoft was being ran by Barney and Frank.
No. Okay, J-Lex, remember I told you a while back when I first met you, right? That about the whole Game Pass thing about third parties fucking allowing their games to be on Game Pass day and date.
Yep.
Oh, look who's right again. So, remember that RoboCrap Infinity game I was telling you about that I was looking forward to playing?
Everything Halo Storm. Yeah, go ahead.
What the fuck? Anyways, you can pre-order that game right now. Right now for I think the base game is like $24.99, which is technically $20 for you. Fucking states, whatever you want to call it. But that game is gonna be on Game Pass day and date. Now, however, I was just browsing around and I saw something that's gonna fucking make your fucking ass pucker, man.
What is it? Hold on. Let me grab my ball of whiskey real quick.
No, because when you guys see the price of this shit, you guys are gonna shit your panties. This is
fucking
fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid as fuck.
You want me to share your screen?
Well, you got to wait because I had to find it first because I don't have my Avery Media thing hooked up, so I can't screenshot it right away. So
but I got another topic we'll talk about.
Go ahead. I'll let you know when I find it.
Well, Dirt kind of just asked for this just now. Let's talk about Inside Xbox on April 10th. So I'm not gonna talk on it yet, but I'll open up to you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is gonna happen at Inside Xbox?
Nothing.
State of Decay. It's a State of Decay
Avatars.
I think they'll show that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Inside State of Decay 2. That's gonna be named.
Yeah.
No, because that'll be next month because that'll make more sense because the game comes out next month. I think this month here.
What's fun? They're gonna show this month.
The Avatar shit. It'll be the Avatar stuff because that's dropping this month.
It's on a Tuesday though. Did you guys notice that? That is on a Tuesday.
Yeah, ain't shit going on there, bro.
Ain't nothing going on, so move on. Let's not even
I want to talk about a little more, man. Like let's get to the root of why. Now, I'm joking.
Okay, I'm ready to show what I want to show off here.
Inside Xbox, they will show.
Who is this broad? That's your avatar, bro. Who is this broad?
What, the chick on my avatar?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I didn't notice that.
Fucking,
Fatal Bandit CFDs, bro. You took out.
Yeah, I'm done with CFDs for now. I'm done for that game for the time being. But no, that's
I know it's been done with that shit.
That's I from Dynasty Wars.
I know if Fatals done with CFDs, bro. Oh shit.
Hey man, let me say this one quick thing.
You should be on Xbox. I'm joking.
Just real quick about CFDs. I'm tired of CFDs, but listen, man. There was so much interest in Sea of Thieves, man, and that dog shit came out. Man, Microsoft dropped the ball with Sea of Thieves, man. It was so much interest, and they dropped the game with no content. What the fuck is wrong with them, man?
Damn, I'm surprised to hear you saying that shit, Fatal.
You know I'm critical of Microsoft. Anyways, I just hate all the constant bashing when they're already down. RoboCraft.
Fatal's favorite. Fatal's annoying. What's up, Fatal?
RoboCraft?
Hey, why don't you suck my? Yo, click on my screen, please.
Yeah. $400. What the?
Whoa!
See that shit?
What?
See this? This is on one of the pre-orders right now. See, because they have the two alternate versions. They got the base version of it, or the base version, the deluxe edition, and then this is the ultimate edition, $400.
What is this?
What the hell comes in it?
I don't know. It doesn't even say.
Don't give you any more info than that.
Man, play a
doesn't even say what all
2.5 gigs.
Yeah, that's how big the game is. It probably comes with a whole bunch of microtransaction shit. But for $400 fucking dollars, what the fuck?
What is this?
This is that RoboCrap Infinity game. This is the last game that's also dropping on Game Pass on the 10th of this month.
What? It's
what is it, like Minecraft?
No. The base game itself is right here, right where my mouse is right here. That's $25, which is $20 for you guys. But then it's gonna be $25 or $30. I should know, $25 for you guys for the deluxe edition.
$25
for you, it's probably gonna be around what, maybe $250, it would be $299 for you guys, or no, $250 or something like that.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
They don't look
but once again, despite that, this game alone, I played the beta for it on the Inside Xbox. It's kind of like it's like you create your own you create your own robots and shit, but it goes based on like how much. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a fun ass fucking game. It's a really, really fun game. But here's another thing though, but it just proves my point that I've been saying this now for a while. That eventually third parties are actually going to fucking allow their games to be released day and date on Game Pass. This game is being released the same day it comes out publicly. You can buy it or you can get it on Game Pass. And it's a third party game.
And okay, go to pre-order, Vail.
No, I'm not pre-ordering that shit. You can kiss my fucking dick.
Just click it real quick. just
man,
click
I've
it.
never heard. Man, I've never heard this shit.
It won't. It's not I'm having pre-order just because you press that. You got to do other shit. I want to see if it says anything else.
It doesn't say anything else. It just says fucking put in your credit card information.
All right, well,
OBJ, I'm already convinced that every game to you outside from fucking Cock of War is fucking trash. So we already know that, dude. Yeah. You know I always like making fun of games. But I saw
Corey Dillon says, does a sex robot come with this bundle?
The sex bot probably does. Probably does. I would explain why it's $400 Canadian.
It better come with $350.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to screen cap that.
So you said you played it already?
I played the actual closed beta for it on through the Inside program.
Is this a AAA title or some?
No. It's an indie game. It's an indie game.
22 gigs.
It's been on PC for a while now.
Man, fuck that game.
PUBG Mobile is fucking almost as big as that shit. Yeah, fuck that.
I'm gonna create J-Wag's avatar, dude. With guns.
Man, Xbox has really become the new Nintendo, man.
Damn.
What you mean?
Yeah, I understand.
You got Bear's attention on that one.
Wow. Yeah. Please elaborate on that.
Yeah, man.
Shit, what's next? Sesame Street.
Damn.
They already did that last gen, dude. Remember?
Yeah, like on the Connect.
Tickle Me Elmo.
Let's talk about that real quick. We were talking about last night how apparently there's a rumor that the new Forza is going to be like a go-kart game or something like that.
Oh, what the fuck?
And they're thinking that they're going to be maybe like Avatar. It's all rumor, but they're thinking it's going to be Avatar kart racing and shit. The Xbox.
They're saying like what I heard that the Forza Motorsport team need an extra year, so. That year that they're not going to be dropping, which is next year, obviously 2019. There's a rumor about this go-kart with Xbox characters, man.
Hold on, I said what Halo? Y'all hating on it because it's not a PS only game? What game?
It's about RoboCrap. I mean,
it's
not that it's a bad or a good game, but where's the grid at, man? Where's the grid?
I don't know nothing about the game. I'm talking about that fucking bundle. Like it's like a dick. I don't care what the game is.
Yeah, that bundle is ridiculous, dude. That bundle is fucking ridiculous.
Hey, there's no game for $400. No game.
You know, Jay Wags, they may be willing to offer you a contract like they did for Zion.
Hey, man, can I say something about that right quick? Okay, Jay Wags, I got a question. Now, you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, right?
Duh.
Say the Steelers was fucking terrible, right? This is a bad team. All of a sudden, the fucking Cleveland Browns or Miami Dolphins, all of a sudden, or New England Patriots want you to join their side. You know, you're going to join their side? Or you going to still be a Steelers fan even though they suck ass right now?
Well, that's a little different because I don't invest tons of money into the Steelers ecosystem.
How you say what?
So I'm not a customer.
But you're a fan, right? But you're a fan, though, right?
That's different, though. Yeah, but I use Xbox for services and shit. I'm a customer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're a fan, though.
I'm a fan of the Xbox, yeah, but I invest a lot of money into these platforms. That's why I have more attachment to it, or why I have more.
Yeah, you want to see it succeed. You know,
I don't buy steel chairs.
That's my point. My point is, Xbox is getting their ass whooped right now. PlayStation is dominating, no doubt about it. But I have a PS4. I have a PS4.
I see the comparison making, but like I said, I don't, invest any money into the Steelers. I just watch them on TV, so I invest a lot of money into video games. That's why I.
Hey, yo, J-Wags.
Yeah.
I found OBJ's game of the year from last gen.
What game is that?
Look at my screen.
Hey. Damn. I had bought that for my daughter, man. Yeah. I had bought that for my daughter. Hey, she never played that.
Hey, we missed the signs though, bro. Those were the signs.
Truth be told, I fucked with the Kinect when it came out. I liked the Kinect back in the days.
Those were the signs. We missed it.
Hey, Noah, you're absolutely right. Hey, Zaire loves Don Matchway, but he never say shit about the last few years of the Xbox 360, do he? He never say nothing about the last few years of the Xbox, how dog shit the last few years of the Xbox 360 was.
You ain't lying, bro. Like, bro.
Who else doesn't talk about the last few years? The actual Xbox community.
That's right, Savage.
Well, I'm talking about that shit.
I know you are.
I didn't give me a PS3
for the last fucking time. I am not using Windows 98. No, I'm using Windows 7, but I'm using the classic fucking theme.
You went in using
Windows
Central?
XP.
I don't know what call it.
No. You know what?
He's using Windows ME.
Oh God, I'd rather fucking pluck my eyes out with the goddamn fucking with the fruit roll up.
You buying bags of internet over there or what?
Hey,
game had more. I think that game had more content than Sea of Thieves. Man, shout out to Ryan Lane.
Wait, did you just say that a Sesame Street game has more content than Sea of
Thieves?
I will happily fucking agree with you on that.
I played it, man. I had a conversation with Bert and Ernie and shit. Hey, check this out. Hey, Craig, man, listen.
Yeah.
I didn't get a PS3 until 2010, right?
All right.
And
see,
Heavy Rain, God of War 3 is the game that really made me pick it up. The only worthy exclusive Xbox had those last few years of the Xbox 360 was Alan Wake. That's the only one I can think of that comes to the top of my head. That was a good exclusive. So for those people that love Don Matrick, he's the one. And let's not talk about the last few E3s from the 360 era. It was all dancing and connect shit. Man, let's be honest about it, man. All that shit. Some Xbox guys just over.
You're right, man. But one thing about it is, by that time, everybody pretty much had everybody who was going to get a 360 already had one by then, man. It's the earlier years in the 360, like your the Crackdowns, the Halo 3, the Tenchu V.
Yeah, that's when it was
Ninja
banging.
Blades, Left 4 Dead. Man, we was getting them bangers. I don't know what happened.
Hey, man, that was in the Peter Moore years.
Yeah,
Peter
Moore.
I think the Connect happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Peter Moore really took Xbox to another level. I kind of blame the success of Wii, man. Like Nintendo and
Sony,
Xbox and Sony saw how the Wii motion control, how they were just selling out the wazoo, and they tried to mimic.
You're absolutely right. Hey, you absolutely.
Only one game sold in the Wii. That was it. One game.
But Sony was smart though. They tried the PlayStation move, see it didn't work, and then they moved on. But Microsoft and they tried to stuff that motion control down your throat.
But the move didn't fail. The Kinect did, and that was the worst thing that could have happened to them.
I mean, the Kinect was like a.
I thought the Kinect was a huge seller for them.
Yeah, it was a success.
It was, and because of that success, they stopped doing exclusives. They started doing Kinect exclusives, and they included Kinect in their next console, which destroyed everything.
Can you tell me how to get?
Hey, read Ryan Land's comment real quick.
Okay.
Hold
on.
If you would.
Okay.
We're sorry, Clark.
No, that reminds me. I still need to play that Disney Adventures game that came in on Xbox One.
No, you don't. You'll probably think it's great. Game of the year.
Well, hey, it's an exclusive. I gotta play it.
If they make that card game, that shit should be no.
No, that shit ain't on PC, motherfucker.
But see, the thing is, the problem is not that we're getting them games, man. We're just not getting the hardcore games.
Right.
You know
that game's on PC, Fatal?
I don't think it is.
I bet you it is.
But the thing
what
is,
the fuck is that? It's Nightmare.
Microsoft never had better exclusives as far as, single player stories driven exclusives than Sony, though. I mean, they never had that.
I'm not gonna say that.
Like now, they never had
better. I'm not gonna say
that. In the 360 era, they did. Man, they had Mass
Effect. Yeah.
Man, Resistance was ass, bruh. Resistance was ass.
Okay.
Killzone 3 was ass.
Yeah, all the Killzones is ass. That's
like
right.
When the PlayStation 3 first came out, and what was that? 06.
They ain't have shit.
They didn't really have shit, man. It was like later on, like Sony started to catch that groove.
Oh shit! I didn't tell you about this one though, J-Wags.
Uncharted series.
Why are you trying to get my blood pressure up tonight?
Dude, relax. But I played a game that has like the best fucking AI I've ever fucking seen in my life, bro.
Do tell.
Is it Berserker?
No, actually, it's something for kids.
Oh shit!
Somebody dared me to buy it, and I did on the Wii U.
What is it?
I'll show you. Bam.
Hold on. So you'll play that, but you won't play Titanfall 2 or Rise.
No, I don't play Titanfall.
That's the shit I was saying. That's the shit I'm saying.
What?
Yeah.
You're all right. You're trolling now.
You're the type of customer.
You know I'm being dead fucking serious. I bought this on the eShop last year.
Phil Spencer loves you.
Back in 2014 when I had the Wii U, and I was doing a series called Digging Through the Trash. So I bought this, and then I went down to GameStop. You remember that game that came out, that Imagine Babies fucking game that Ubisoft made?
Come on, man. This shit disrespectful, Vader.
And that's not how it's disrespectful. It's a game. It's a video game. Who cares? Here's the thing, right? Even though this game sucks dick, this game has better AI than fucking Killzone.
Man, if you said Far Cry 5 stuffed ass, what you gonna show us this?
And you actually believe me on that?
How can
I sit there and legit say that Killzone, or not Killzone, fucking Far Cry 5 sucks ass if I haven't even played it?
I don't know, bro. I can promise you that nobody else on the panel ever even knew that game existed.
Okay. Right. What? Well, they did after they fucking saw me play it. Fuck.
What game is this? What's the name of it?
It's called Barbie's Dreamhouse Adventure.
What the fuck? Hell no, man. I'm not even Googling that, man.
He had it on the screen there for a minute.
Oh, no.
He said the best AI. What did the AI do? What the fuck did the AI do?
They actually interact with shit. Do different things. They talk to you. They make you feel loved.
No, man. Far Cry 5 has the realest AI, man. You're standing in the street.
I didn't get Far Cry 5.
Three trucks will pull up on you and just start shooting and chase you. Man, Far Cry 5 is deep, man.
But no, okay.
That AI of Far Cry is shit.
That Imagine Baby fucking game that Ubisoft came out. Remember with that meme that everybody was saying that IGN gave that game a higher score than that God Hand game? Remember that shit?
A baby game?
Yeah, there's an infamous meme from IGN where IGN scored like a fucking like God Hand, like 2.0 on the PS2, but they gave like that Baby's Imagine game from Ubisoft like a fucking 6.8 or some shit.
Was that like for the Nintendo DS?
No, it was for the Wii, for the original Wii.
For the Wii?
So one day when I was down at fucking at GameStop, when I was fucking around, I was trying to find some shit that I could play. And I don't give a fuck what OBJ says. No, OBJ's my homie. But anyway, Far Cry 5 AI is dumb as fuck. Damn.
I agree. I just said that.
Damn. But somebody just said in the chat that fucking the AI in Far Cry 5 was incredible.
Garbage.
I don't agree. Why do y'all say it's dumb? Why do you say the AI is dumb?
Not me. I'm not saying that.
I think
the only thing
you get past it pretty easily, but their tactics are fucking horrible.
No, but they'll flank you and everything. The only reason they're dumb to me is when you try to sneak up on them. I mean, you can pretty much walk up. You could be next, like side by side, and they still don't see you. But I'm talking about once they're aware that you're there, man. They got some of the smartest helicopters coming, helicopters in the sky.
Smart. Once they see you, just all everybody and their mother comes out of nowhere. I hate that shit. No matter where you are in Far Cry 5, you can be in the middle of the goddamn woods.
Now, one thing you got to know about, they are high, man. They high out them flowers, man. I don't know if y'all.
Right.
They're not sober. You know what I'm saying?
Also, what I like about Far Cry 5 is all the AI, all the people, the foot soldiers, they all look exactly the same.
Yeah, but then of course, everything was going good for that game until I heard about the co-op in that game. Which to me is fucking stupid as fuck. Because they did what Square Enix did and ruined fucking Dungeon Siege 3 with that bullshit.
Talking about where the other person doesn't progress.
Yep. That is fucking dog shit.
Yeah, Ryan getting
playing that
game
on as hell though, man.
No, me and Noah played a couple hours, man, and I was playing on his, but your progression doesn't carry over if you play co-op. That's kind of fucked.
But it's still fun.
It's still. I'm sure it's still fun, but I mean, like, it just kind of makes it feel like it's just forgettable at the end of the day.
That's a valid complaint, man. They should have made it where you can progress together. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
What do you think, Craig? You played Far Cry 5 at all?
Yeah, it's a good game. I've enjoyed it. A little repetitious, but overall, it's a good game.
Yeah, I think I got about 30 hours into it. I'm starting to get a little fatigued now. I like to, liberate a camp and shit. But
you can see that, right? With an open world game.
I think people lasted on Sea of Thieves more than 30 hours now.
Shit, yeah, I know I did. I know I did.
I did more shit in the first hour and a half than I did.
But just remember though, J-Wags, man, that chicken will always never forget what you did to that motherfucker, dude.
Fuck that shit, fuck that dude. I hope all the bad things like happen to him.
Yo, do you think Xbox got like exclusive deals with Ubisoft for that game? Because I saw the other day they were doing a promotion on their website. Like when you buy the Xbox, you can choose one game for free, and that game was on the list.
Nah,
they don't have.
You remember inside Xbox, they had like an interview with the main villain and everything else. They might have something going on with that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, they did the same thing too as well with fucking what's his name there for Jurassic Park Evolution as well.
That's a game.
That game, I'm getting that.
Yeah, that's a game.
I'm definitely buying that.
I'm looking forward to that game. I watched some gameplay.
That game looks fucking awesome.
Yes,
that shit looks dope as fuck.
That's RTS, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks
that game looks fucking. That game
looks
RTS.
It's RTS, yeah, but they show the parts like where, let's say if you're flying a helicopter, like you can take control of the helicopter, and it's RTS, yeah, but there are like things that you do like first person, third person. No, but you want to see the gameplay, man.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I'll wait to Game Pass. It'll come to Game Pass.
Hey, man, that's the only positive thing I saw you like tweet about Xbox in the last 8 months.
What? About
that Jurassic World shit. Yeah, that's Jurassic Park shit.
Is it exclusive?
No.
No.
But it's on PC though, right? Oh, was it on PlayStation also?
Yeah, it's coming to PlayStation. Yeah.
That's good. Everything.
Oh, well.
So wrong, Dirt.
Well, never mind. Disregard what I said.
Yeah, that's a month.
Damn, Dirt. Shit.
You thought that was exclusive?
No, I thought it was only on Xbox and PC. I didn't know it was on PlayStation also.
No. You know, Phil Spencer will never let that happen, man. Phil Spencer is a loving and sharing person. He wants everyone to be able to enjoy the game.
He wants everybody to have fun. Huh?
Yeah, it's going forward. They need it. There's about to be 100 million consoles out, and it ain't Xboxes. So they've been sold. So yeah, they want games everywhere. I don't blame them. I do not blame them.
I think, you know what I'm saying? I think Phil Spencer has run his course, man. He done brought us the X. Now it's time to get us somebody out here. He's not aggressive enough, man.
If this E3 doesn't pop, it may be, but I'd say, and I don't want to hear hashtag wait to E3. Now, what else we gonna say right now?
Bruh, the ship is sinking, dog. When are you gonna patch the holes, bro? Announce something.
That's what I'm saying.
More PlayStation 4 being, bro.
I agree. They got to announce it this year.
NPDs every month, bro. Announce something, dog. Show a trailer. Lie to us, bro.
What you talking about? Just like on like a Tuesday and shit. Just like a trailer for the game.
I can tell you right now, I'm not buying the next Xbox.
There ain't gonna be a next Xbox. Don't worry.
Dirt.
There's gonna be another Xbox.
They need to lie, bro. They need to lie to us something, bro. Like just say, hey, we coming out with this IP.
I need a better
PC. No, I agree with you 100%, bro. I agree with you 100%.
PS4, Switch, and good to go.
Yo, Dirt, are you gonna fucking play Black Desert Online?
I am.
That game looks. Hey, I played it on PC. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I need to watch it
on Xbox, right?
It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I don't think it's exclusive though.
It's time.
There might be a time.
Hey, no, man, I got a question for you because I asked a question to the bullies earlier, but I never got a response. Who the fuck said in that podcast? Who's the one who said about God of War being a schizophrenia or associated with
hey, that's my boy AV Alexander, man.
That's the guy with the blue avatar?
Yeah.
The fuck
he said God of War is what?
for people with schizophrenia. Like, you have to have a mental problem in order to play. Well, hey man, I guess I'm schizo. I love God of War.
That was the podcast right there.
Send me my disability check. You know what I mean?
That was the Beach Fire, right? That's the Beach Fire.
No, that was
let me be 100% honest on this. When you have gotten to a point where you are quoting mental illness, there's an issue with I mean, if you're going to cape for Microsoft, cape for them, but goddamn, they got some of the illest people in their community.
I'm on it's desperation time, bro. We desperate, dog. We gotta throw stuff out there, man. You know what I mean?
You said that.
If it sound good, we throwing it out, bro.
That's your boy, Noah.
You see this?
You see this?
God of War.
God of War director claims it takes over 40+ hours to 100% complete the game.
I don't believe that, man. I think there's like collectibles and stuff that might take that long, but to complete the campaign, that's probably gonna be like 8, 9, 10 hours.
No, you didn't say about the campaign. 100%.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably gonna be like collectibles, stuff like that. That you have to.
I think the game be between 12 to 15 hours just to run through it.
I don't even think that long, man. I think if you know what you're doing, you could probably get through it like 8, 9, 10 hours. That's what I'm predicting that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any.
I'm trying to get back to this. I'm very curious about this schizophrenia topic.
Well, I mean, you got somebody. I mean, that's dope to me. I was on that podcast, man. That guy was a joke.
I know you were on a podcast.
So it's just you just gotta ignore stuff like that.
He said on that show that you were on that he was just joking and shit, dude. After he got called out on that bullshit.
I don't think
they called him out.
It's a desperation tactic, man. You know.
You can't go
that far. Bite his own leg off to survive, man.
As soon as he said it, bro, you know
what I'm saying?
You do tell.
It's gonna get worse, bro. Especially if we don't get no good announcement at E3. It's coming, dog. It's coming.
Listen.
What about the announcements you already have? I mean, look, the Xbox has been 6 months. Okay, they've got a Sea of Thieves. They got 2 new IP. Well, they got an IP with Sea of Thieves. They got a sequel with the State of Decay. They're getting No Man's Sky and Hellblade. That's 4 IP in 6 months. That's not bad.
Hey man, you've been the sarcastic asshole right now, man.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Your issue is that you bought something. You didn't research.
Now it's good. It's good that we're getting these titles to Xbox. Well, it's Hellblade. I don't know about No Man's Sky, but it's good we're getting Hellblade. Crackdown. I'm excited for. State of Decay 2. I'll have to play it to see how I like it. But what you fail to realize, Sony has a roadmap. Not only are they getting the best exclusives this year, but they're getting
next year too.
Exclusives next year. And 2020 and PlayStation 5 launch title looks like awesome, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You saw Spider-Man. You saw Spider-Man last year. You saw a Gran Turismo last year. You saw these games.
But now they get to play them shits, bro. Now people get to play these shits for the next couple years. What?
It's like
I would love this.
Hold on. What
not only have we not seen nothing, but we not gonna have shit to play.
What Craig said.
You should have known this. You bought that, and you got into that ecosystem.
Wasn't it Phil Spencer? There's a word. I'm working. It's called a regret. And remorse.
So you have buyer's remorse. All right.
Regret.
Yeah.
Then I don't have any remorse because this is a good multi-plat box right now.
Yeah, I'm saying I ain't gonna lie, bro. If the X didn't come out, if the X didn't release, I'd be a full-blown pony by now, bro.
Is anybody want to answer?
I'm loving the X that much, dog. Like, the games look awesome. It's holding.
It's a good multi-plat box, yeah.
Hey, anybody want to answer Halo Storm's question? It's a pretty easy one.
I will. MLB The Show. Colossus. That's for now. Now, remember, we're only in the 4th month, and I just named you 3 exclusive games.
Hey, that wasn't a serious question.
Nino Kuni's on PC doesn't count.
Oh, okay, you're right. Nino Kuni, I guess, doesn't count. So that's a console exclusive. Let me clean that up. Thanks, Fatal.
For my Xbox, I'm gonna give y'all some advice, man.
Hey, to be fair,
PSVR games, bro.
No, to be fair though, the only reason why I'm saying that though, Craig, is because you know damn well if I would have said something about like say the Darwin Project, it would have people would have said, "Well, it's also on PC."
Yeah,
So,
no, you're right. And also, whoever says VR games, they've released a whole lot of VR games. We ain't even going there.
Well,
man,
that's true though. I mean, if it's on PC, it's not.
Right. And then they got that's a good point. Now they have they got PlayStation VR. They have a whole nother ecosystem for the PlayStation. We can't experience VR on Xbox.
What would you say, Dirk?
I played, man. This shit is sitting here.
What'd you play on there? What'd you play on there?
Man, I played some demo shit. Fuck this VR shit.
VR's fun.
Yeah, well, Halo Storm is now saying every year. That wasn't your question, Halo Storm. Your question is what did they release?
Okay, we don't even have a baseball game on Xbox.
Hold up, Halo Storm. If
LB's
every year, then name the Xbox exclusive that aren't every year.
Name an Xbox baseball game we get every year.
Name an Xbox exclusive that's not every year.
Forza.
Every other year. I'm saying that all their games are fucking like that. Forza, not every year, but like Halo, Gears, all that shit.
Now look, Halo Star now. Hey, we bottom of the rankings. We need to tank. This is what sports teams do. They tank when it's not looking good. We need to slide it to E3, bro. We losing, dog. We losing. Now maybe things will change at E3.
Well, maybe Halo Storm doesn't know. Well, obviously you don't know Halo Storm. There's a new baseball season every year. So if you don't know that, now you're educated.
No, but at PSVR is fire though. Man, what happened to that shit though? Let's talk about that real quick. Remember when they were doing all these the Scorpio and all the advertising shit and little things? Like, oh, we made this
Darwin Project.
Don't forget about Deep Rock.
Hold on. He mentioned Darwin Project. Darwin Project is ass.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I was in the middle of the goddamn point.
And that game is ass, bro.
No respect.
I played it. I played it because Fatal recommended it, and that shit was trash.
It's so ass. I hope PlayStation get it, bro.
Y'all hear this shit here? I was making a goddamn point.
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
I forget now.
Oh, well, if you forget that it wasn't important. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. If you got something to say,
go ahead. Fail.
Bitch!
Please. No, I insist.
You insist?
I insist, man.
All right, well, I'm done then. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so there's something about PSVR.
Oh, what about PlayStation VR?
You were saying something about they showed something.
No, because they're saying it's trash. The
Turok remaster. No.
I was saying Xbox up to their when they were doing all the advertising for the Scorpio and shit. They brought up VR a lot.
They did. But then when they saw how piss poor VR was selling, they're like, okay, we're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's why they stopped talking about it.
They got 2 million plus units out there.
They got a permanent price drop already.
It's the most successful VR out there.
Yeah, it is.
That
2 million is not a lot.
No, it's not a lot. That's the market, but they're supporting enough, and they make a money off it.
Price though, man. Like the HTC Vive, the Vive and stuff, that costs like $800, man. The PlayStation is like the cheapest way to experience a VR.
No, I know it is. Believe me, I want to play
to like a cell phone.
I definitely want to try it out myself, but I'm just saying, like 2 million, and that thing's been out for what, 2 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically $1 million per year. I mean, which is not bad per se for a new market for a niche product.
It was $500.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I mean, you think about it. You're talking about a console, right? Like the Xbox that sells like dog shit every fucking month. Do you think VR is going to help push that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Didn't think so.
Maybe not, but it's just it's different options.
Don't get me wrong. It would have been cool. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, they have their own little lineup thing fucking on Windows 10. I get that. That's fine and dandy. But the thing of it is that until Microsoft sees value in the actual thing and like that the actual VR is popping.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, man. Like,
no, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
When you decide to invest in something because you see it's booming, it's too late already. You have to be proactive.
But 2 million is not booming though.
It is for that market.
Yeah, for something that's new as it is. Yeah. But
2 million within 2 years? That's $1 million a pop per year.
It's a $500.
Let's compare VSVR sales to other VR systems.
Oh, it's killing it. Yeah.
Oh well, no, I agree with you on that.
No, but it was a $500 peripheral. Though. I mean,
disregarding that, it doesn't even matter because, like I said, at the end of the day, this still doesn't change the fucking fact that with the Microsoft console selling as piss poorly as it is right now, there's no point for them to invest into something that no one's gonna fucking buy anyways. They don't even buy the console.
Well, no, Fatal. Let me ask you: what do you think? I may have asked this the other night. What did you think the Xbox community was buying with the X? What do you think they expected?
Power.
Honestly, that is a very good question. To be quite honest, something I really can't give you an answer to because I myself don't even fucking know because there's nothing out there outside from third party shit. But Pro can do it just as good too as well. Like you said yourself, just a little bit more. That's all it does. Okay, outside from maybe Gears of War, that really kind of like helped out fucking with the X for sure. That makes it play and looks better on the X, sure. But there really wasn't another big ass game that came out or has come out yet. I mean, there might be in the future while, which I'm not doubting that. I'll give the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. But I'm saying as of right now, I mean, look when the Pro dropped, right? 2 months later, boom, fucking Horizon Zero Dawn was out. And that was like the game that everybody got to see, like HDR and its full clarity and fucking like, the Pro being actually advertised properly. Whereas now, like as far as the Xbox goes right now, I mean, they're too busy fucking upgrading 360 titles.
Yep.
There are going to be people that are going to welcome that. I mean, I've seen videos on YouTube of people actually praising the backwards compatibility with the actual X Enhance upgrades.
Oh yeah,
whatever you want to call it. That's fine. That's fine. More power to that. But if I was a person, although I never do it, but I'm just saying metaphorically speaking, that if I was a person, I would actually sit on the sidelines first and I would wait and see. Hey, first of all, what does this system have to offer on the X that I can see or play better on the PlayStation wise? Outside from exclusive wise, okay, Sony definitely nails that down. But what game would be that go-to a game to want to run out of my way and spend fucking almost $800 fucking dollar up a tax Canadian wise on a fucking Xbox X console? When there's nothing there to really show for it.
Thanks.
Well, right. And I'm
not trying to downgrade the system. I'm not trying to say that the X is shit. I'm just looking at it from my perspective. There's not that big fucking blockbuster title that everybody wants. I mean, which to me personally, I don't give a shit, but I can't speak on only behalf of myself. Everybody wants a game that's going to be on this console that can actually justify that $500 fucking brick.
Well, and they're not going to get that, and that's what I'm trying to tell them is that why didn't you? I'm talking about the ones that
not
are yet. Because there's plenty of them that are not complaining. The minority of people are they're bitching, and it's like, why did you all expect third-party developers to bend over backwards for you guys when you don't control the market?
But now
you don't control anything.
Shut up, OBJ. But here's the thing, though, right? Microsoft itself, like when you sit there and you say, "Oh, they'll never get that," we can't necessarily say that because remember, there was 3 things, right, that Phil Spencer said he wanted to do. Right, first one was is correcting a lot of the fuck up and the mistakes that the Xbox had, which he did. He came out with the S. They got rid of that fucking the Kinect bullshit. The Kinect is now long gone. Nobody's talking about that. There's no games coming up with the Kinect anymore. Problem number 1 solved. Right. Number 2 was getting the X out of the gate, which he did. That's now out there. Now, number 3 was the last fucking thing that he said he wanted to work on and make it the main attraction for this system, games. Now, look, most people will sit there and argue the fact that, oh, well, it's already too late. It's too late. Well, at this point, it doesn't fucking matter at this point because the majority of gamers right now, they're hungry. They're starving for something. And it doesn't matter if it's 3-4 years into the fucking life cycle, dude. If they could still deliver on games, good quality ones that, mind you, and maybe a couple little throw bangers here and there that nobody saw coming, then fuck it. Take it for what it is. Because I'd rather have a console. I mean, look at what Nintendo did, right? Nintendo put all their bangers out in the first fucking 3.5 years on the goddamn market. Nothing after that point. The last 3 years was shit. Nothing from them. Outside from what, Mario Maker or whatever the case may be, that was it, right? Microsoft this time around, sure, not like they didn't have any big heavy hitters. I mean, Halo 5, despite the fact that everybody thinks the campaign sucked, but that multiplayer was fucking fire. Excuse me, sorry. Gears of War 4 was amazing in its own right. You know what I mean? It's not like and this is another thing I don't get. I don't understand when people sit there and tell me that every single fucking game so far that Microsoft has been shit. Yeah, okay, I can agree with Sea of Thieves. I can definitely agree with fucking Lucky's Tale. I get that. But I mean, Recore wasn't that bad. I mean, sure, the launch version was shit. The launch version was shit. I will agree. But when they came out with the edition, rectified a lot of problems.
Goddamn right, Ryan Lance.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Cuphead was fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? Recore Definitive Edition that's on Game Pass right now, and I played that. I fucking adore the fuck out of that game. The reason why I think it is because a lot of people don't give a fuck about those games, right?
Goddamn right.
That's the thing. They're part of a console ecosystem where the majority of those console owners do not give a fuck about those single player type games.
Hold up.
Well, let me just add what you just said. Well, let me just add this. This is important. People don't know Microsoft's history. When Bill Gates, when he first started, who co-founded Microsoft, was in a full-throated argument with Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, God rest his soul. Steve Jobs got in his face and said, I don't give a damn what Microsoft does. Apple stuff is better. And Bill Gates took off his glasses and said, so what, Steve? So what, Steve? Microsoft has more. So it doesn't matter. And I'm collating that with this whole thing about the power. It doesn't matter. You got more power. Sony's got more stuff. They're going to control the market.
Yeah, software-wise,
the market. So,
but also,
yeah, go ahead.
Another thing you got to keep in mind too as well. Remember that Microsoft has always geared this console mainly towards one territory. They've always came out and they said all the way back from the OG Xbox that they wanted to create this ultimate North American console. Right? That was their main goal, which is why, which makes perfect sense because when you go back and you look at the numbers from the OG Xbox, even the 360, man, nobody bought that fucking shit in Japan. I mean, for fuck's sakes, for the whole entire long generation we sat through, right, for the 7th gen with the 360, the PS3, and the Wii, that fucker only sold 2 million in Japan.
Right.
Yeah.
2 fucking million in Japan. And meanwhile, this time around, outside the Japanese market is drastically different compared to what it was during the PS1 and PS2 when those consoles were fucking flying off the shelves in Japan. Same with not so much with Nintendo, but that's a different story. But the thing of it is, at the end of the day, Microsoft is never going to cater to the Japanese market. So that's a territory that Sony has under their belt that they always get valuable numbers from every fucking goddamn month, every week. Europe, however, though, too, as well, that kind of goes hand in hand both ways with fucking Sony and Microsoft. Last year, Microsoft was ahead of the game with the European market. This time around, it's Sony. But now when you look at the numbers from North America standpoint, just strictly from NA wise, look at those numbers. Microsoft is trailing right behind fucking Sony with that many consoles being sold in this territory alone. That's
only
their market.
Like 2 million, they say. Only
like 2 or 3 million is what Microsoft's usually trailing behind Sony as. The only reason why Sony has the 80 million, man, is because you could thank the 40 plus million that European has, and fucking like the next another what 25, 30 million from fucking Japan. But right now, their numbers are the lowest in North America.
You think Microsoft just sell in North America then and pull out of the
what I'm saying is Microsoft doesn't like whatever they sell in Japan is irrelevant because that they've always had no market in Japan. They sold like shit in the OG days. They sold like shit last generation. 2 million out of fucking how long we lasted in that generation?
8 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's a shit number. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft gears their console towards a North American audience strictly only. That's what they gear their shit for.
Hey,
Europe is just luck of the draw. Europe is just luck of the draw.
But last gen, Microsoft made a valid attempt to get some Japanese
they did
with
and you're right.
But it just didn't work.
Right.
It just didn't work.
Exactly. It didn't work. You're absolutely right. Because I mean, look at Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, Eternal Sonata, Enchanted Arms, fucking Discovery. There was a lot of games that Microsoft got throughout the course of the fucking 9 years, however long it was, that we seen on that system. But eventually, you know what happened a couple years later? Like 2 years later, Eternal Sonata went to PS3. Fucking Star Ocean, the last hope went to fucking from Xbox exclusive wise for a year. Bang, boom, over on fucking PlayStation. You know what happened? The international edition of fucking Star Ocean and the Last Hope sold more.
Hit me up on Twitter, Hailstorm.
$250? Are you serious?
Y'all think I'm playing about this shit?
What's going
on? But again, going back to the X, even Phil Spencer himself said it during an interview of GameSpot fucking last year during E3 when they interviewed him. He knows that the X was not going to be a hot system seller. He fucking said that in his own mouth, his own words. He said that the Xbox One S was going to be the highlight of the holiday season. And look what the fuck happened. Then you had people on Twitter fucking saying, oh, the X was a flop. The X was a flop. Like first of all, here's the problem that I have with the fan base, right? And this was before I even had my Xbox, but I can pay attention to what Microsoft does. A lot of people don't pay attention to anything Microsoft does. Now, for very good reasons, I can understand that. But again, if you're going to tout something on like in a video or in a podcast form, you have to pay attention, man. You have to pay attention because I've seen not you guys, but I'm speaking in generality here. I've seen so many people after fucking when the X came out, when they saw the sale numbers and shit like that, which they couldn't tell which ones were S and which ones were X. Everybody said, "Oh, the X is a fucking fail. It didn't sell worth the shit." And it's like, yeah, Microsoft even told you that the S was going to outsell the X 10-1.
Yeah.
And like I said, nobody listens or pays attention to anything Microsoft does.
No, but you don't have to be a mathematician to know that a $200 console is going to outsell a fucking.
Well, I know that, I understand that, but then why sit there and bitch about something that Phil Spencer himself already told you that was exactly what's going to happen?
Yeah, and do you all think that they put a UHD Blu-ray player in there for games or for you to watch UHD movies?
I don't watch UHD. I don't watch fucking movies, man.
No, I mean I know, but that's why
I get that. Yeah, no, and I get that.
It's just like, okay, they're telling you what they're doing, and I agree with you, Bear. They're not listening. They're not listening. That's why I said the ones who are complaining, because you don't complain. You got your Xbox. I'm not complaining about mine. I understand it.
Yeah.
A bunch of dudes and gals running around wanting this to be something it was never going to be, and I just never understood it.
Hey, Craig, man, like you made a valid point. You said they're saying stuff and people aren't listening. That's exactly why last month I didn't understand all the backlash about Inside Xbox when they told you what was going to happen.
Exactly. They told everybody in advance.
I didn't understand all the backlash.
Just because they told them doesn't mean that people would accept it.
I agree with J-Wags 100%. It was still a shit conference, but
it's a goddamn.
It was.
Yeah, but go back to what you got to talk about though. It's still. If what you're saying is they're not listening to their customer base, then that's a fucking problem.
Well, that's what we have to wait and see what they're going to do with this episode. Because remember, they took a lot of that negativity that they heard from last month, for the month of March, when they did that fucking March 10th bullshit. And so now they're going to take that and reflect on that. So who knows? This show might not be as long. It might be more snappy with the actual shit, and they might not even be focusing on a game.
Please,
we'll have to wait and see. But again, like I told people before,
I don't.
No, but here's the thing, though, right? People need to understand, too, as well. Like, Inside Xbox is nothing new. They did this shit last generation on the Xbox, but it was only there for specific games. But the videos were like 10 to 15 minutes long.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
We're not trying to copy fucking anything. Although it did suck, though. We can admit to that. But still, we knew what it was going to be. We knew exactly what it was going to be front and center.
No, I never said it was great, Wags. I said it.
You like, was it that bad? Yes, it was that bad.
No, I said it was bad, but was it that bad? People talking about it for a whole week.
Yeah, on a podcast. You're like, is it that bad? Like, yes, it was. It was all we wanted.
J-Wag's video sums it up beautifully, man. That rate is justifiable, 100%.
That shit was like I said, man. I'm all about, if you want to show Sea of Thieves, I understand that. That's your big first party new IP. You want to get it out there. You want to show people what it's about. Cool, but as a gamer, man, I think I speak for most gamers. I don't give a fuck how you made the music,
scale
or
down.
You bought the instruments.
Yeah, no, that I didn't care about that. But I mean, if a lot of people, here's truth be told, and I'm trying to play devil's advocate with this one here. As much as I didn't really care for that fucking about that, all that news segment shit. A lot of people out there actually do care about stuff like that because they like to see more about the game and what goes on behind the scenes, man.
Bro. Anybody who's watching Inside Xbox.
No, I'm speaking in generality, man, when it comes to like behind the scenes videos. I mean, look at Hellblade, right? Hellblade had no marketing. Outside from the game was announced years ago, and that was it. You had to find out everything about that game.
I'm gonna go YouTube some shit about a random ass game, like the making of GTA 5, and see how many views that shit has.
Try one called Finding Aloy. That was by Guerrilla Games and how they made Horizon Zero Dawn. It actually has pretty high views.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of
people. That's something interesting though. Like how they made Aloy and what made them build his character. Not fucking what Kazoo. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's because it's for a game that you don't give a fuck about though.
I wouldn't care if I don't care if it's for Gears of War. That's one of my favorite games. I don't give a fuck what game it was for. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, then fine. Like behind the scenes is not your thing, but like you can't sit there and tell me that nobody gives a fuck about that shit.
I'm telling you, a vast majority of people don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, I think vast majority, but still, some people out there do.
Yeah, maybe most kids or teenagers don't, but I mean, like a guy like me, I like to hear some of them things.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Like, but look, at the end of the day, regardless of
so many other things, like just the gloves and there's a red train.
Yeah. Well, no, there was a lot of filler in that show. That fucking.
You know what? like when God of War 3 first had like come out on the PS3, it had behind the scenes of God of War 3, and I thought it was great. I watched all of it. I thought it was great stuff. And like Beyond Two Souls had some behind the scenes stuff. I think that stuff is cool, man. Just to see how they make these games.
Okay, let me just say this real quick about Scalebound.
Just left.
Because I always see people like talking about Scalebound in a lot of people's chats and whatever they want to call. I just want to throw my 2 cents in the ring real quick just to say what I gotta say real fast.
15-minute novel, good.
No, I'm not. Come on, dude. I'm not gonna be like that. God, see, you say it doesn't bother you, but apparently it does bother you.
I'm gonna fuck around you.
But anyways, Scalebound would have sold like shit regardless. Because you gotta remember.
I agree.
I'm not saying that the game was going to be bad because I would have fucked with that game. I would have easily ran out and bought the Xbox if that game still would have launched day one.
Yeah, that's why I bought mine. That's why I bought my S for that game.
Here's the thing. Number one, you're looking at an audience that does not fuck with Japanese-centric games. Number two, Platinum Games, regardless of what platform it's on, even on the leading platform, their games do not sell worth a shit regardless anyways. That's number two. Number three, you're looking at a game, right? A new IP from Platinum, which looked fucking phenomenal. There was a small group of people, including myself and people like that you have in your chat that would have run out and bought it. But the majority of the fan base, that 30 million, that game would have flopped harder than fucking goddamn J-Wag's Elephantitis. Period.
What?
J-Wag making fun of you, dude. Relax.
I know what you're saying.
I said, I basically said, I sat there and told you that J-Wags has elephantitis.
I'll speak Canadian, so I don't know.
You know what elephantitis is?
I'll speak Canadian, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not a Canadian. What the fuck?
I can't understand what you're saying right now.
Moving on.
Hey, fellas, it's past my bedtime. I got to get up 6 o'clock in the morning, man. So I appreciate it, y'all.
Yeah.
Later, dude.
Later.
All right, Dirk, take it easy.
See, that was a 2-minute segment. See, fucker.
But I've never understood why people bought the X. It's almost like what I'm hearing is I bought something thinking it was going to be something else. Now I have buyer's remorse.
Yes, but to be fair though, with the marketing of Xbox, they touted a little more than what we got.
What did they tout? They said you would get 4K gaming. You got 4K,
that. Uncompromised. That's the key word. Uncompromised and everything.
Well, they never specifically stated uncompromised 4K. They just said uncompromised.
4K uncompromised, what they said.
Yeah, well, what is uncompromised? I guess that's a debatable topic.
I know uncompromised is a pretty solid definition. It means
uncompromised.
You never said it towards 4K though.
Yeah, no, they said 4K uncompromised.
But the games that they have first party studio are 4K native, aren't they? Halo 5 is a first party game. It's 4K. The Forza 7 is 4K.
Super Lucky Tales, Sea of Thieves.
Forza Horizon is 4K. Those are their first party gears. Those are their first party studios. That's
also the VR thing. They talk about that a lot.
The what thing?
VR.
Okay, well, VR, yeah. And like I said, VR, that's a legitimate criticism.
I actually love VR, and I already have PSVR, so I was like, fuck. Yeah. I hope they have a headset for the X, because the X is so much more powerful. It'll probably be infinitely better, but apparently that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and again, so the games that are first party are 4K. So what else is there? I mean, they're native 4K. So you got what you paid for.
Yeah, now, Microsoft has no control over what third parties do with their games.
What third party? And Phil Spencer said that, hey, we can't help what third party does. All they can,
I'm trying to think every first party one's been. There's only a few, so yeah. Super Lucky Tales of 4K. Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah,
it is, and with C&D, it's 4K. If you have the X, 4K. So again, everybody, to me, that's what I got. I mean, the games that I have, Rise of the Tomb Raider is 4K native, and then the Far Cry is a native 4K game. So those two third-party games are native 4K, but everything else is dynamic. I mean, the bottom line, everything else is dynamic. So the CPU isn't strong enough to hold a CPU 4K without. Yeah, it's bottlenecking. So you're going to have to wait either to get a PC, which I don't understand. Like, if you want 4K, PC it, or wait to get a PlayStation 5, which will be a native console.
That's the plan, man. I'm going to get a PC and I'm buying the next PS5. I don't see a reason. Yeah. I don't see a reason to own an Xbox anymore.
But what if Microsoft does give you incentive to want to run out and buy that system for a game that's not going to be on Windows next generation?
They're not going to have it. All the first party ones.
How do you know that?
Because I know they're not going to do it.
How?
I know for a fact because that's their whole plan is they want to put the show on everything and all their first party exclusives.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. See again, you're making assumptions.
No, I'm going by the track record of what they've been doing.
What have they been doing? Okay, so why isn't Game Pass on PC?
And all the first party games, it's on PC. Game Pass is.
Game Pass is not on PC.
Yeah, it is.
Only games you can play anywhere, not the actual service itself.
Game Pass is on PC.
No. Play anywhere. Play anywhere games are the only ones you can actually get access to. But I'm talking about the full scale service is not available on PC. You can't play the 360 titles. You can't play any of the titles that don't have fucking play.
Okay, but Game Pass, what incentive does Game Pass give me? I've played all those games before.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Haven't played. That's
plus, we don't even know how Microsoft is going to be approaching this cloud-based streaming service to begin with. We can only make quote-unquote assumptions. That's all we can make. For all we know, and I told this before, and I said this before, Microsoft is going to find some incentive for people to want to go out the core audience to buy that Xbox fucking next-gen console for themselves. That's okay. No. Hear me out. Because see, you can sit there and say, no, that's not what they're going to do. But we don't know because Microsoft hasn't laid anything on the fucking foundation.
Well, Phil Spencer said himself that his goal was to put everything on fucking.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean every fucking thing. If you read,
he said everything.
If you read it carefully, if you read it fucking carefully, right? When he says everything, fucking most people automatically jump to the conclusion that everything, Halo, Gears, and fucking whatever you want to call it. He said he would like to.
Again, everything's a pretty goddamn solid definition as well.
No. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying, if you read what he actually says, he says he would like to, which is those two words right there that you completely fucking ignored. He would like to get everything on there. It doesn't mean he's going to put everything on there. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
But the only reason he wouldn't do that is because
no. But
wouldn't allow it. It's not his decision. If he could put Xbox games on fucking PS4 right now, he would do it.
But here's the thing. This is the thing, right? This streaming service.
One second, right, Lance. Lance, you 1 second, man.
Let me just say this super fast. The streaming service thing, right? You got to remember, look at how people are treating PS Now, right? They don't fucking care for it. A lot of people don't fuck with it. Me personally, I don't care about it, but I mean, I can still easily use it if I want to. The majority of people, right, when this cloud, the fucking streaming service comes out, regardless of what platform it's on, that shit is not going to be the top selling fucking revenue for Microsoft, period. It's not going to be. Because I've heard people tell me, here's the thing. Now, going back to the whole entire incentive thing, right? Halo 6 drops, right? Let's say they come out with this streaming service thing, whatever the case may be. Do you really honestly expect them to put fucking Halo 6 on this streaming device day one? No. If anything, that shit won't be on that streaming service for at least a good year or 2 years down the line. They're going to have some form of incentives for you to want to buy that system. Game Pass will be an actual PC and Xbox fucking one or Xbox 2, or the fuck you want to call it. That's going to be the incentive there for players that want to fucking have the console or for players that want to play it on PC wise. Because PC gamers don't really care for streaming services at all, period. Why do you think online fucking feels so goddamn much? Again,
that's an assumption, right? I'm going off the information I have currently. What's the incentive right now to own an Xbox console?
Different games, fucking whatever you want to call it. Right now for me is that I can't afford the PC right now in order to play a lot of the crap that Microsoft releases.
Yeah,
and my incentive.
I've got one because I got a good deal on it, but I also understand that what people who had buyer's remorse, because I'm happy with mine, but people who got buyer's remorse, they really should have waited till E3. And I'm not saying that as a pun or as to make fun of. If you wanted to see what they were really going to do with the console, because to me, like I said, it's been out 6 months, and is it 6 months today? Is it 6 months old today? Was it like November 4th or something like that? It came out.
Like that, yeah, I bought it day one. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you really? And like I said this before, you've gotten games. You gotten a new IP with Sea of Thieves, and I get it. You want to say it's dog shit? Okay, fine, I get that. But you're getting State of Decay in what, less than 30 days?
Yep.
Yawn.
No. Yeah. But here's another thing too that a lot of people completely ignore. The thing of it is, yes, Microsoft does have a majority of their games also on PC2 as well, but you're also completely ignoring the fact that there are tons, and I mean fucking tons, that will not, and I repeat, will not fuck with PC gaming. They don't care for that shit. And that's another thing that a lot of people completely ignore. No, but what I'm saying is but it doesn't matter how much it is. It doesn't matter the cost. There's a lot of people out there that will never fuck with PC gaming, period. At least not for 1 or 2 games that Microsoft releases with. I mean, my God, remember when everybody bitched about fucking Quantum Break coming out to PC and everyone's like, I don't need to buy an Xbox anymore. I'll be able to sell mine. Just get a PC. Those people are still gaming on the Xbox to this day. They never fucking care about PC. But that's the thing, though. Like, don't get me wrong. I get people why they would make that, that inclusion about fucking about games being on Windows. But again, you remember, there's people out there that will never fuck with Windows 10. There's people out there that don't fucking care to have a PC or a beast enough rig to play a lot of these games. And the other two as well are just people in general that don't fucking care about PC gaming in general. But me personally, from my perspective, I understand why it makes sense for Microsoft to put their games on PC. They should have been doing that since the OG fucking Xbox. And they kind of did. But they fucked their own strategy up. So they backed off. Does anybody not remember Halo Combat Evolved being on PC? Halo 2 was on PC. Gears of War 1 was on PC.
Yeah.
It's just now they integrated with Windows 10 with their fucking Xbox app. That's all they did. So now it's more incentive for fucking them to play it too as well.
I don't even care about that. Honestly, I don't care if it's available on other platform, whatever. That's good for.
But my main point is though, J-Wags, is that there's always going to be a core audience, man, that will always be diehard fucking Xbox fans, regardless of their games going to PC or not. They don't give a fuck about the PC market. They don't care.
Yeah, and again, back and forth in the chat here. Far Cry 5 does not have high textures. It is a 4K. It's 4K, whatever. I don't know if it's 4K 30 or 60.
It's locked at 30.
Oh, it's locked at 30? That sucks.
Rise of the Tomb Raider does not have high textures. It's just 4K. It look. I'm not here to say the games don't look good. It should, but the pro version of Far Cry Halo Storm has better volumetric lighting. And at nighttime, you can't tell the shit apart.
Let me answer Orion Land's question. He said, after Sea of Thieves crossplay with PC exposed console gamers to more hackers, isn't that a real worry for future games? Yeah, so I know PC has a lot of problems with hacking and shit like that, but
yeah, it does. Yeah.
I think they should put a mode on there just to like a switch, not a switch, but you should be able to choose if you want to play crossplay or not with PC.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because a lot of games actually have that option. Street Fighter has that option.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a worry. I mean, if it starts happening, you just fucking shut it off.
I haven't experienced anything like that. And plus, I mean, it's a server-based game, so Rare can just sit there and find those people and fucking click, ban. That's it.
And Savage, man, you said Far Cry 5 has the same exact graphical settings and textures on both Pro and Xbox One X. Yeah, I think it's just the resolution difference, I believe.
Yeah.
You got I think the pros run at what is it, Craig? Is it 1800p or is it less than that?
What's that for what game?
Far Cry 5 on the Pro.
Oh, Far Cry is like 16.
16. Yeah, and then I got then the Xbox One X is the full native 4K 2160p whatever. But it's hard to see a difference, honestly. It really is.
Well, again, the daytime you can. Let me make that clear. The daytime you can.
You can see it. Yeah. But it's not it's not like people are making it sound like it's a generational leap kind of difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, a lot of people actually thought that too, though. J-Wags.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the X. I knew it was going to do Go ahead.
Yeah, once you get to quad QHD, above 1440 or right at there, it's just you got a group of people, and Halo Storm is one of them, who wants to be able to say the game looks better on the X, but it should. I would be shocked if it didn't.
Well, because it's 2 years newer and it's more expensive.
Yeah, and it should. So it's not that big a deal. What shocks me is that a game like Tomb Raider looks and runs better. Not Tomb Raider, the Titanfall 2 runs and looks better on the Pro. Okay, this is already being confirmed by Digital Foundry.
Doesn't that also include the way the engines are optimized too as well?
Yeah, it depends on what the devs do. The Xbox is using.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Jay. Shit, man.
It's using brute power to get the 4K, which again is fine. I mean, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. But it's one game out of how many that do look better, and it should. But here's the most telling thing is it's selling better on the PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Ultimately, when you walk into it. Yeah. Again, Halo Storm. You can go check out the Digital Foundry video called 6 games that run better on the Xbox, 5 that don't. And
what the hell is TFT? Oh, Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 was one of those games. And that's after the X patch, when everybody bitched and moaned. Even after the X got the patch, they were like, well, it's still running better on the Pro.
Man, I would love to see how No Man's Sky is going to look in fucking 4K with HDR.
Who cares about that? Hey, Chris Jones, man, I actually disagree with that, man. I think Forza looks fucking incredible compared to.
They both look great. They both look great, but GT Sport, again, with that lighting, it fooled. Matter of fact, there was somebody online it fooled because they were dogging out the Forza picture thinking it was GT Sport. And I'm like,
yeah, I remember that, dude. Yo, that was hilarious, Craig, when I saw that on Twitter. But J-Wags, you know, we as gamers have pretty much basically narrowed our brain cells down to the point where we're too busy debating about which game looks better from the Pro to the X, when the majority of us should be actually sitting there playing the games that we love to play.
I agree with you. I like
all. Go ahead, Jay.
I love. I'll take better graphics any day of the week. Now that doesn't make a game good or not for me. Or I play shit on the Switch. I actually got a PS1 right in front of me hooked up to my TV. I play PS1 games too, so it's not the problem.
I saw that image you posted the one day with that PS1. I was like, ooh, you slick motherfucker.
Oh yeah, sitting right here, bro.
Yeah,
my favorite.
Fire.
I got a huge library, but no, my thing. I just want I play a lot of games and I buy a lot of software. I just want new. And better experiences, man. That's my big thing.
Oh yeah,
Sony's delivering that. Sony's delivering that, tenfold right now.
And I agree.
And rehashed IPs, but on the Xbox side, like I said, I played Sea of Thieves. I didn't judge until I played it. I played Sea of Thieves because it's a new experience.
I will give you props on that. At least you actually sat down and you played it for longer than fucking 2 hours.
Yeah. That's the thing.
You gave it a fair shot, and you didn't really fuck with it. You didn't care for it.
I think I played it for like almost 20. Because I did some single sessions. I played with Joel. So
that's true. You did.
I always try new games out, man. So I just want new and better experiences. I want gaming to get better as a whole. I want them to do different. Try newer things and try to advance the industry more. And some of the things like Sea of Thieves doing some things correctly as far as like
it's just barren at the moment that needs to rectify that problem. And speaking of that, though, there is a video that Rare is supposed to be releasing sometime later this week that I'm looking forward to, where they're actually going to be addressing a lot of the issues and the feedback thing, and the content is the biggest one on there. So I really want to see what they're going to focus on that. Because like I told you before, I'm pretty sure that 3-month gap is going to be a lot sooner than we expected.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that they have that content and they were planning on waiting to spread it out a little more. But now they're hearing all this shit, they're like, okay, well, let's drop this shit.
We fucked up, right? Yeah, exactly. And I agree with you on that. And like I said, I'll never ever debate anybody against that. You know what I mean? I've always been saying that. I've always been agreeing with that, man. Like that game severely lacks. It's just my problem is, man. It's like. It's so hard for me to explain a lot of the stuff and the reasons why I like playing a lot of these games. You know what I mean? Like you'll never understand why I love fucking No Man's Sky. Like you'll sit there and just think that like I'm not saying that you do think that, but I'm just speaking in generality terms. Like a lot of people just said that, oh, I'm just trying to justify my purchase because I dropped $80 in that motherfucker back in 2016 when it came out. And that's the thing. But see, the thing, I don't go out of my way to buy a game for a price and then like fake myself into liking that game. I don't do that shit. I don't need to justify anything. Because I play these games, I do a lot of research on that game, and I did on my channel for the longest time, where I actually sat there and I praised my biggest thing that I was looking forward to the game, and that being exploration. And despite the fact that game launched with plenty of fucking lies, let me tell you, a shit ton of them for that fact, and which I honestly agree with, and I even touted my problems with the game. I still loved it for what it was, because it still delivered on that forefront of the actual exploration, which was the main thing I was excited for. Well, everybody else was on that other hype train. I was on that fucking that train going to Hogwarts. You know what I mean? So it got me to my destination, delivered on what I wanted. But everybody else, they were on that fucking hype train leading off a goddamn fucking cliff. But I get that. But see, that's the thing, though. A lot of people question. See, I'm not afraid to try out different things.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying even that'd be fire, bro. Like a really good. I played what you're talking about, the Harry Potter game. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that game was okay. That game was it was fun for what it is, but it's nothing.
I'm saying like now they made it was last generation too, but if they made one now with like and they went all out with the details and all this you can do, it'd be
I would
crazy.
Fuck with that. I would fuck with that, dude.
So would I.
Or make it something kind of similar to like Shadows of Mordor, but just Harry Potter-ish.
Oh yeah, it's on the newer hardware now.
Yeah, dude, that would. I heard there was actually supposed to be one in the making. That EA was actually was making one, and I think they fucking canceled the project or some shit.
There's just so much shit I can think of, man. Just video game wise, I would love to see that that both companies to start. This is my ideas, but like my biggest problem at Microsoft is I see what Sony's doing on the other side here. I have PlayStation 2, but they're putting out all these fucking games, man. And I'm hyped for almost every single one of them. And I cannot honestly say that about Xbox. State of K2 is the one I'm even slightly looking forward to. I'm gonna pick that up. But other than that, Crackdown 3, I could really give a shit about. It's been so long now.
I don't care for Crackdown. I don't care. I'll play it Game Pass wise.
Yeah, I'll try it out, but I'm not like hyped for that or anything. Like I always tell people, like when I say hype, I mean like I'm calling off work. I'm playing that shit at midnight release. I'm playing until
right?
12 next day.
That's something like God of War gets you pumped up for, right?
God of War, Spider-Man.
Days Gone, yeah.
Almost there. Days Gone, definitely. Because I'm a huge like horror kind of fan. So it's like survival horror, like open world kind of thing. But yeah, man, I just want to see,
So, all right, there's one thing I just want to ask before we end this off. And this is something I want to directly ask at both of you and Craig, and people in the chat too as well can give me their response too. You ever had a moment when you walk into a retail store, right, like GameSpot, right, and you go to say, let's say you own both Xbox and you own whatever you want to call it, and you're sitting there and you're looking around, but like you don't go in there to know exactly what game you're coming out with. It's like, you know what? Let me just go browse around, right? Fucking, you ever had those moments like, because this is how I do when I go into the store. Like when I go in there, unless it's a game I know I want, but if every once in a while I'll just walk in there and I'll take a browse around. Well, that was before digital, but okay, I want to know if this happens to you guys. When you walk in there, you're looking around and you just happen to look at all the games that are on the shelves, and you just happen to see something that you never heard of before. You pick it up, you look at the front of the case, and you turn that bitch around, you look at screenshots for it in the back of the box, and you just buy it on a whim. Just fucking buy it on a whim. Have you guys ever done that before?
Yeah, I did that with Mass Effect. I did that with Mass Effect.
See, I haven't done that in a couple of years because now I'm really like because I've always been gaming, but I was never like so much into it to the point where like I was like I always knew what was coming, what day, by which company, who published it. Back then I might not have heard of this game coming out. So like you said, I walk in and say, oh, what the fuck? That's actually how I found the first Gears. I was I think 14 years old, and I didn't know Gears of War existed. I walked in there, I was looking for a co-op game that me and my brother could play together. Couch co-op. I picked up Gears. It looked fucking real gritty and like it looked cool. And the box art was cool as fit. The screenshots, and then of course my mom had to buy it for us. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. And now Gears is one of my favorite franchises ever.
See for me, those rules, I still do that to this very given day.
Yeah,
but now I just do it from a digital standpoint now.
But you keep up with the video games though, man. So there's probably
well I do, but I think that's also a negative thing that I do. Because clearly, a lot of people don't agree with a lot of the games that I do play, even though I play more better games than I do shitty ones. It's just everybody knows me for the shitty ones that I do tout, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm saying like if I go, let's say if I go to like the Xbox Live Store, PSN, there's very rarely do I come across something where I'm like, oh, I never heard. That's like an indie, like a small indie. Very rarely do I come across someone it's like, oh, I never heard. I don't know what this is at all. I never heard of it before.
Yeah, then you watch like a video for it or something like that. It's like, hey, you know what? I mean, it's on sale for like $8. Let me see what this game is. Then you play it. It's like, holy fuck.
I'm saying like very rarely has that ever happened to me where I don't know. I've heard nothing about this game ever.
I'll see. It's not like that for me, man. Like, I used to love the glory days. Fucking, I'm posting a link in your chat, by the way. That link is fucking amazing if you want to see what is coming out for all platforms, man, in the future wise. Definitely highly recommend that site. But like, there was one time when I walked in the GameSpot. And I'm sitting there looking around, and I went to the Wii section, right? Now, mind you, I had both the PS3, Xbox, and the Wii all like simultaneously. So I sat there for about an hour trying to figure out what console I wanted to buy. So I walk over to the Wii section, and I see this game called Apuna. And and it's funny. It's a game I never heard before. Had no idea even fucking existed because at the time, remember, let's say like at a rapid fucking pace. So I'm not surprised why a majority of these games nobody heard of. So I'm looking at it. And I look at the front of the box, I'm like, the fuck is this? And I saw that Koei made it, the same people that made Dynasty Warriors, right? So that kind of piqued my interest a little bit. Then I look at the back of the box, and it's talking about like some epic journey of an JRPG, whatever you want to call it, something that's never been done before, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, oh, whatever, it's $20, I bought it.
I just thought of a good example. I never knew what, until recently, like past couple months here, I had no idea what Bayonetta was, never heard of it.
Wow.
I never heard of it, yeah. And I'm actually surprised, because actually I like games like that. Like I like Devil May Cry and shit like that. So it's the same people, right? I believe. The same
Platinum, yeah,
Platinum, yeah. So I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't hear about it until fucking Switch announced they're coming out with the bundle, or whatever. And I actually just beat Bayonetta 2 today on the bus ride back from work and shit. And it was a good series, man. I enjoyed it. I liked 1 better than 2, but I liked it.
Oh, I like 2 better than 1. But what 1?
Well, 2 definitely played better, and had the better graphics and shit. But I like the story, and 1 was a lot better.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. And now with the 3rd one coming out too as well, that's just another reason
right
there why I want to get a Switch now.
I gotta buy that shit now.
I gotta get myself a Switch down the road now too as well if I'm ready for that game.
They got so many games coming out though, man. Like fucking, you got the Vampire coming out. Or is it called Vampire?
Vampire.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy that one.
I'm buying that shit. I've been waiting for that game fucking for the last 2.5 years.
God of War, Jurassic Park, Detroit Become Human. It's like a fucking wall. It's hurting.
It's hurting. It's fucking. It's going.
then I don't know what else come out the rest. Oh, I know there's other games coming out too, but E3 is gonna come and see what else is coming. So Nintendo is not really getting my money though anytime soon because I'm not really.
Oh wait! You telling me that if they announce Pokemon this year and it's coming out
dude, this year? I told you, bro. That Pokemon, that is my number 1 over everything. Everything. God of War, everything. I'm a 90s kid, man. Pokemon was the shit back then.
Pokemon was the shit back then, right?
I think I put more time in Pokemon Yellow than I put in any other video game in my life.
God damn.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Craig might not remember the glory days. I don't know. Craig, you in your 30s, Craig?
Older than that. I remember the Pokemon.
You're in your 40s.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
Okay, yeah, but you're OG in the gaming street, so.
I guess, I still
tell us your gaming cred, bitch.
I don't know why people call it the gaming streets. I mean, somebody told me, I laughed at it, but
that's what they call them. It's just like they say that for other shit too. Like even like I work at a law firm, man. They say like these legal streets. I don't know. It's just a saying like whatever whatever community that is, whatever you're doing, like these so and so street, these streets of it could be anything, bro. Grocery store streets, these plumber streets. I don't know.
Yeah, I got you. No, I think it's funny. I remember the Pokemon phase. That was our craze. I mean, that thing was thing was on fire.
Huge.
I mean, so still big. I think Nintendo. I think they'll announce that here pretty soon. So,
I'm saying, but what I know so far, they are coming out for this year. I'm not really Smash. I like Smash, but Other than that, though, I'm not hyped for that tennis game. What else they got coming? I don't know. I'm not really hyped for anything else for Nintendo for this year. I'm not sure what else they got coming out besides tennis and Smash Bros. That's about it, right? For first party.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, so far, yeah. And the Nintendo Switch, I think it proved what it should have proved to people is that it's never been about power. It's always been about the power is in the games. And so if you got a good, strong library of games, you're gonna be successful.
Yeah, one game sold the Switch. One.
Yeah, it was a big game.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, that's how important them software is, man.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even exclusive to the fucking Switch either. It was available on the Wii U as well.
Yeah,
so that's even crazier, But that game solely pushed them units at the game's life cycle.
Yeah, and that to me is I always say that deads any conversation about power. So
yeah, I agree.
That Switch only has 1 terabyte, and again, shout out to there was another
1 terabyte.
Or whatever it's called, terabyte or T-flop, whatever you want to call that damn thing.
It's only got 1, I think, dude.
Yeah, so it's 1.5 or something like that. But I don't know why people thought that a third-party game on the Xbox, no matter who made it, was not going to look as good as a first-party game by Sony. Yeah. It just wasn't, And
I don't even think it's 1 though, bro, because the Xbox One OG is 1.3.
Okay, well, yeah, well, it just goes to show you what a first-party studio can do. They'll take their time. Not Guerrilla Games. The people who are making Quantic Dream, they said they had a hard time getting. That's why their game took so long. Graphically on the Pro, they were having trouble implementing everything that they needed to implement. They have a good article about it, So I don't know if it was on N14. So yeah, but so people just gotta stop worrying about what games look like and play the games. It's not gonna make any difference what they look like if, like I said, Sony is controlling the market. So it doesn't matter what Microsoft. It doesn't matter if it's Microsoft. You know, it could be Apple. It could be Google. I mean, it doesn't matter. They weren't going to. They're not going to control the market. Therefore, you're not going to get preferred treatment. Because Sony's going to walk in, Microsoft can walk in, say Fatal walks in as a Microsoft rep and said, "Your game looks stunning on our system. Congratulations!" And he walks out, and then you come right behind him as a Sony executive and say, "Your game is selling this much on our console. Congratulations!" Who is he going to? They're going to the board. They're going to say, "Here's how much money we made." Mm-hmm. You know, that's what they're going to say. And it doesn't. Like you said, you work in a law firm, and you know that. You know that. So it's unfortunate there are a lot of people who thought it was going to be a paradigm shift, and it was never going to happen. But they're hurting right now. That's why you have the Xbox Civil War.
Yeah, Xbox is hurting. I'll tell you though, man, I'd be pissed. Like us here, like we're multiple console owners and shit. But I don't know, man. If I was a guy who just had an Xbox and I had a lot of money. I saw what Sony was coming out with. It was like, God damn, man, I gotta get me a PS4 stat.
Yeah, but that's something that they knew. I mean, the Sony games that are coming out, they showed Detroit Become Human, like 3 years ago? That the build that's online, you go on YouTube and just type in PS3 Kara Detroit Become Human, and you see the original source build that was on PS3. That demo got them the contract to do the game for PS4.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what happened, you know. And so people knew it was coming. We saw Spider-Man a couple years ago or whatever. We knew it was coming.
There's no game on a PS4 that people didn't know was coming. You know, there's no brand new announcements like, oh shit, this drops this summer. You know, it's all been announced way in advance.
Yeah, I think the game that has taken people off guard, honestly, just from listening to the Xbox podcast and to their people, both offline and online, has been Horizon Zero Dawn. That game stunned everybody.
Not me.
Not Fatal, but as far as what it was like on the Pro, and they were stunned. I mean, I've just heard too many podcasts of people saying one thing and then saying, well, man, they should get a game like Horizon on there. I mean, even the Microsoft exec said this game is stunning, you know. I think that really surprised a lot of people. Except for Fatal.
I agree. Hey, it's 11:30, so we're wrapping up here in a second. Thank you to Fatal and Craig for coming. Real quick, I'll always do this. I hate kind of saying this. I think I sound like a dick saying this, but like if anybody in the chat has any questions they want to ask any of us, Fatal or Craig or me, you post it now. I'm bringing one more topic. Just that it's not really game related, but it's like it's in correlation to YouTube. Did you guys hear about that shooting today?
Yes, I did. It was crazy when I saw that, man.
Yeah, that shit's nuts, man. I heard it was a domestic dispute or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Goddamn. Like I saw that, I was like, oh, they gotta do some tightened up bullshit on YouTube now. Like, like they're gonna make some more restrictions on here or something because of that.
I'll have to wait and see. But I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
I'll just simply say, my definitely thoughts and prayers are going out to the people, and it sounds like it's a DV, domestic violence thing. So she walked in there and just started shooting. Damn. So didn't like something.
I wonder what he did, man. I don't know. She might just be crazy, but who knows? No one's gonna know the actual backstory, you know. But I don't know, man. Not worse than a scorn woman, though, Craig.
Correct. Hell, man. No.
yeah, but usually the worst you got to worry about, maybe is your car getting dinged up or some shit, or maybe some bunch in your house. But goddamn, she went to this man's job, and
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. Is just wow. I mean, it blew. I was like, wait a minute, female shooter that.
It never happened,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, are they saying a female shooter? Because I work in the medical field. This is kind of like that is Logo, man. That is
you never hear about that. Like, so some Bonnie and Clyde shit or something. But
wow.
Yeah, I mean that's a sucks situation. But I'm a little weird like that. Like I think about, I like try to dissect it. I'm really curious. I'm like, I wonder like what happened. Like did this guy just break up with her, or like did he cheat on her, or
Yeah, I don't know. There's no, people don't have coping skills anymore. They do not.
Yeah, they snap. Yeah.
And it's a generation that's grown up. When I played football, if we lost, we didn't get no trophy. You didn't go to the award ceremony, and you got a meal. You got your meal out of it. You were happy about that. But these kids now, man, they don't know how to lose. They get trophies for losing, and it's just a nation of wusses at this point. It's all it is.
I agree, man. See, I see people. They got some people say, I suffer from depression, man. I was like, I think everybody gets depressed.
Yes.
Everybody has bad days. Everybody has problems.
Yep.
I understand some are worse than others, but it's like you said, it's a coping skill thing where everybody has these emotions, but it's just about how you handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some are better than others, but some people get to that point, man, where they just break down, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Not to make this like a little more heavy-hearted than it was supposed to be, but just suicide, all the other shit.
Well, even to bring it back to gaming, I've heard, I even saw people in the chat today. The people in the Xbox community deserve, a game on that console. It's like they don't deserve anything. I've heard people say, well, I game on the Xbox, and Sony should do crossplay because I don't want to have to go buy a PlayStation. That's the whole attitude of entitlement, because you got something, you want other people to capitulate to what you want. That shows lack of a coping skill.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of millennials there.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. Yeah, you're right.
No offense to any millennials in here. I'm as well. It still has to do a lot with parenting and everything else, but for the most part, this generation, it's like the whole thing when what killed me, man, was Trump's not my President Trump. He's not my favorite person, but we had the election, he won the presidency, but you had a nation full of 20 to 30 year olds out there with signs saying "not my president." It doesn't work that way. And like they're trying to sign petitions and shit saying, to for them to count the votes again, and you're like, dude, stop. This is, what I'm saying? I couldn't believe that shit. Like hashtag not my president. I'm like, well, he is. So if he sent the goddamn whoever to come get you at your house, he wants to see you. Guess what? You're going. Yeah,
you're going.
Yeah, he's the authority now. So like it or not, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've always thought, the thing about millennials and what I've been told is that it's a generation that has had everything and invented nothing. That's what they're dealing with. Because at least for my generation, I can say I was there when Microsoft and Apple were battling. I mean, you could watch the 6:30 news just before cable. You would go to the store, and there would always be something new. And it would be one would be from Apple. And so I'm like, what are these companies? What are they doing? So at least we invented something.
Yeah, well, what else is suffering too, Craig? Because like the millennial generation, like employers nowadays, they're finding it very hard to get decent employees because like people, a lot of people my age and stuff, they don't want to work anymore. They don't have there's no work ethic, and they don't know how to do anything, whether it's fixing or especially the jobs like welding and plumbing and things like that. They possess no skills, and then like they're mad, like they're 19 years old, they got no skills, and then they're out there, and they won't accept anything less than like $20 an hour. It's like, oh, you don't know shit, dude. You guys, you're not offering nothing to these companies, so they're finding a lot harder to fill a lot of these spots in.
Yeah, that started in the late 90s. I remember talking to somebody because we have a big car plant in our state, and I remember somebody, I was working at the hospital at the time. I remember somebody saying the people at that car plant are making $17 to $22 an hour, and they don't even have college degrees. Mm-hmm. And he had a college degree, and he was struggling to try to find it. He was mad. He felt that him having a college degree, it gave him the ability to go get a better, he should get the better job. And I remember that conversation. I said, well, you couldn't, guy's name was Carl. I said, well, Carl, you couldn't do those jobs down there. I said, if the people down, it's not like they're standing around not doing nothing. They got to put shit in the right order, or else that it gets to the end of the line and something don't work, and then they have to stop the line. So
I'll tell you what, Craig. I know a lot of dumb motherfuckers with master's degrees.
Yeah. It's like a friend of mine said, you take your car into the shop and some snot-nosed kid comes up to you and says, I'm going to hook your car up to this computer and it's going to tell me what's wrong with your car. Or you go to that grizzled veteran who smells like the shop. No matter how much he showers, he smells. And you just take it to him and you start your car, oh, it's this, this, and this. That's it. I'd rather go to that grizzled veteran than that snot-nosed kid, because all he's doing is hooking up a machine. Yeah. He doesn't know how to fix your car.
It's different, man. Like, men aren't the same anymore, man. Like, and women too, honestly, because even me, man. Like, I know a lot of shit because my dad taught me, but most people, like a lot of guys at my age, man, like they can't fix a goddamn thing. They know nothing about their vehicle. They can't even do an oil change. And the same with this. Gonna sound sexist, I know. But like women, man, women have changed a lot. I'm not saying it's for the better or worse, but for instance, like my mother, right? She's 50. Her, my father, man, they have their relationship is like a lot of other older couples' relationship. Like, he works at this steel mill in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's known for steel mills. He works, sometimes 16-hour shifts. He doesn't have to say anything, bro. He comes home because she's a stay-at-home mom. She sells my little sisters. His laundry's done, bro. Food, the house is held the fuck down. But nowadays, I was married once, man. She was a little bit older than me, and this is when I was in the military, and I had a hard time because I saw how my parents' relationship was. So, she would never she didn't work either, mind you. So she didn't cook anything. She wasn't cleaning. She wasn't doing nothing. I'm not saying women should be cooking, cleaning, and doing shit, but if you ain't got a job, fuck. Help me out a little bit, you know what I mean?
I got you. It's hard.
I'm saying, women have changed a little bit to where they're more prevalent in the workforce now, but but most women feel that's not I want to say almost beneath them anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm
my age.
Won't we?
I know I'm gonna grow for that if any women are watching this. What the fuck are you talking about? But I see it all the time, though. It's a goddamn fact. Women my age, they don't know how to cook. They don't. True. They don't. That's older women, man.
They ain't even trying.
Right, they ain't trying. No, but they can try. They ain't cook. I promise you, 90% of women my age. I'm 27. 90% of women my age cannot cook better than my mom. I'll take. Hey. Well, I know it's everybody thinks your mom is the best cooking ever, but we're an Italian family, man. So she gets down.
Yeah. I'm saying nobody can cook better than our mom. So
that's a serious fact. That's a fact right there. I'm telling you. Let anybody in the chat say that. The majority of women my age, I'm talking about between 22 and 30, cannot fucking cook. And I don't care if people.
Well,
that is true, bro. That is true. I bet a lot of women.
I have no contributing in this conversation.
All around the country.
I have no contributing in this conversation because fucking women don't fuck with me. So it's all good, though.
I'll tell you what, though, and there's a little caveat to this rule, though. For some reason, because I lived in Georgia and South Carolina and Florida for a little while, for some reason, when my age, they're the southern women, they can all fucking cook.
Yes.
I think because their mothers taught them to cook.
Yep, true.
But I don't know. We got off topic there, but that's it, man. It's 11:40. Thanks to everybody who's still in here who was checking this shit out.
Yep.
I don't know. I might post this. I don't know. I might lead this up for people watching. Might not. But thanks for coming out, guys. Rocking out so long.
Appreciate it.
What's how we start shit? 9?
Yeah.
God damn. Time. Dude, I'll tell you what. Time flies fast on these podcasts, bro.
They do.
Yeah.
They quick.
Hello, darkness, my old
It's almost
friend.
midnight. But yeah, so I'll talk to y'all throughout the week. Let me know if y'all are available for Friday or not. Still got all the other topics lined up.
Cool.
Too bad I couldn't finish my fucking video tonight. I was real excited about it. But hey, thanks a lot, Savage. Thanks for coming, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, Ryan.
Later, guys.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
Peace.